going?
Audi Cup as well.
What is the Google Cup?
I don't know. Ask them. They've got it.
What's the Google Cup?
All these nonsense cups that they're counting.
No, let's. Oh no. Stop. Let's stop.
Just do the majors.
No. Trophies are trophies.
No, they're not.
No.
Because what we said, we've already said, we hold certain trophies and competitions over others.
Doesn't mean that trophies.
So therefore,
It doesn't mean the trophies are still not important. They go in the cabinet.
If
Well, you know, you're so rigid.
If Liverpool win the Carling Cup and only win, I'm not saying that. If they only win the Carling Cup and come second or third, there'll be Liverpool fans, the real ones, calling for Klopp to be out.
The real ones.
Oh, drop me out.
They'll be on to be out because why? It
Remember
is
that
not
Jackson?
a successful season. That is not acceptable.
Do you know, you're not we're forgetting about this. You're not forgetting about this. I don't ask. You're not forgetting about this, yeah? We're forgetting Man City. And that's the only issue that we have. Let me finish. That's the only issue we have with Man City. And they're done this thing going for a long time. Shall I tell you what? There's nothing wrong with that, man. They're right down there. The manager, no players don't want to go. Half their players don't get played.
That gets bored though, innit? He needs a bit of a break. He's already said he's going to take us a sabbatical.
Yeah, maybe, but the point I'm making, as it stands now, that is an issue. That's an issue for everybody. Huh?
We're fine.
We're fine. We're doing it. Answer that question. Give me a number. What number are you?
We are joint.
What number? 7. And you said we're fine.
We're
You said we're
You're not
fine.
even in Europa.
You're fine. You're 7th.
Joint 7th with who?
You're in Europa.
Who are you joint 7th with?
We're on the same point.
Who are you joint 7th with? Who are you joint 7th
We're on
with?
the same point.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are on the same
No,
point.
you're not.
I asked
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
I asked these guys a question.
I don't know why you come just quickly.
I asked these guys.
My point was 10 minutes ago. I'm at that sister.
Go on, Mike.
You're not going to trust this.
I asked these guys a
I
question.
lined them up because you know what? I get stuck a few weeks ago when I put a lot of people in.
Oh, so he's actually sent them out now?
Yeah.
I asked these guys a question. Can I ask you the same question?
Well, you know
No.
what? Julian didn't turn up, so I trimmed him.
So how do you go from Champions League
I
to
get trimmed and
Prem
then everyone getting trimmed.
to no?
Champions
wait.
Hold on. Thank you.
Same year.
Okay, cool. Same year, not same season.
Why are you scraping your face? Don't hurt you. Stand on the side. You got something in your shoes.
It's because his belly top too tight for him.
Mike, take a seat anyway. Why are you standing up? Like, you know how aggressive you come across when you're standing over us. You know what I mean? Like controlling the room. Take a seat. Take a seat. Yeah, take a seat, bruh.
Let me stand like this so you don't feel aggressive, right?
No, I'm just saying, take a seat. Yeah, I'm gonna lie. Yeah,
So how do you go from Champions League in one season to Prem to flopping?
What is a flopping?
You didn't win nothing that season.
Okay.
Okay, that's
The season where you lot said you got bare injuries.
We did.
We said.
We're fit for the
We
whole
said.
We did.
But it takes more than 2 men. Strikers.
Not at Liverpool. That's all you
And
can
to Carabao Cup. But how explain that dominance.
Well, I'm lost.
So how do you go from Champions League, big age? You call it big age, right?
Old biggest.
Old big.
You wouldn't know because you've not won it enough. Standard. Old biggest. Go ahead.
Not yet.
You're not talking.
Not yet. There's time.
So just pointing out.
There's time.
Champions League to Prem, okay, and then you flopped. So basically from Champions League to Prem to like flopping, and then to like kind of like.
I notice he's dancing every week now.
Carabao Cup.
So what do you want to know?
He wants to know the consistency of how can you dominate with that consistency.
What consistently winning stuff?
Evidently not dominant.
No, we.
And let's not forget.
I would.
Well, 2 seasons before that, you got to finals and lost, didn't you?
Yeah,
Champions League finals and went back.
Yeah.
Bicycle kicks were happening. All kind of madness were happening.
A madness. As a madness, for real. Yeah.
Why were you not in the final?
We weren't good enough at that stage.
Now I'm just asking you because they're your rivals. So I was just asking why, because you're saying they're rubbish. I'm just asking when they were doing what they were doing. Why were you not there with them? Why would you not playing them in the Champions League final?
Right. So how have we been competing?
No, hold on, Mark. Why weren't they playing you in the final? Why did they make it?
Even semi.
We're in.
Even talk. Right, and they got to semi.
Second best in London.
Didn't they get to semi this season before? No, they got to the final.
I got to final.
So my thing is,
But when's the last time you reached the final, the Champions League final?
my thing is,
06, man.
Against Barcelona, we lost.
what did you get someone set up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The keeper got sent off.
No,
Keeper got sent off.
Yeah, that's right. Keeper. I think when he goal, didn't he?
No, I'm just saying, we went to a final. Huh?
He went in goal for that final.
I was at Armenia, innit?
No, he got someone to set off.
Oh, the keeper, yeah. Oh, Armenia winning goal. We subbed off Perez.
They know more stats about Arsenal.
You want to talk about knowing more stats?
What it is, they are so threatened by
You're the king of the stats.
that they unify together. And
Dude,
try and feel
Dude,
like a bigger entity.
Dude.
Why are we threatened by you?
Wait,
What have you won in
wait.
the last 10 years?
Dude,
What have you won in the last 10
Dude.
years? In the last 10 years, what have you won? In the last 10 years, what have you won?
No. Duke, with all due respect, what does any team have to be threatened about with Man United? You're not very okay. Then you're not Mike. Then I'm talking. Then Michael. Why would we be threatened by Manchester United? And say, I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna let you finish what you're about to say. Just explain to me why, in your opinion, we would be threatened by Man United.
Because when we say we're going to do something, we're going to do it. So we're going to usher in a level of dominance that's coming through, innit? You guys said you're going to usher in dominance, and that never happened. So I can hold that energy.
Michael.
I can hold that energy.
Half your team are not happy with your manager. Your manager ain't your manager. He's an interim
Let
manager.
him land. So
remember, listen. What is it? Era of dominance. What term do you use?
Usher a level of dominance.
Usher in a level of dominance. Half your team don't want to be there. Half your team don't like the manager. Your manager's not your manager. He's on the interim. I'm finished. Your manager ain't the manager. He's the interim manager. But he's gonna put all these things in place and then go.
Smoke screens. Smoke screens.
You're not ushering nothing. You can't even. Can you mean? Have you had 4 wins on the bounce?
It's not a landing, it's a crash landing.
Have you had 4 wins on the bounce this season? You had 4 wins on the bounce last season.
Let me know when you land.
I'm landing. Have you had 4 wins on the bounce this season?
No.
Now, what are you going to dominate, Michael? I'm finished.
You finished. Okay.
A question. I do finish with a question. I need to answer it.
They dominate outside the top 4.
Because obviously our old manager.
How are you going to dominate if you can't string 4 wins together?
So our old, we've had a new manager come into play, right?
How are you going to?
So are Spurs, but go on. And they were just in the semi-final. Spurs were just in the semi-final, but go on.
We've got a new manager who's going to bring in the granddaddy of football, right? The granddaddy, you
He's not your manager, he's interim manager. He's going upstairs. He's going upstairs. So you're not going upstairs.
He's not confirmed he's going upstairs. He's not confirmed.
Smoke screens.
It's not confirmed. It's not a smoke screen. It's not
Smoke screen.
No, they're doing that. Michael, how are you going to usher in a new era of dominance?
So when our new manager has a pre-season and he can get rid of all the dead wood that's in Man United, we're going to bring in new players. And they're gonna gel, and then we'll usher in the level of dominance.
But how is that going to happen? He's not going to be the manager. I'm talking about official lines are that he's only the director of football next season.
Official.
Yes.
But that's
so you don't know nothing else other than that.
But that's.
You don't like say he's there walking up and down the boardroom. You don't know nothing else other than
you're not letting me land. You're not letting me land.
Can I interject? Can I have a landing now? Can I have a go?
If you don't mind, Michael.
No.
I'll wait for the crash.
Pass the buck, go on. Batman and Robin.
Go on.
Okay. What's the question again?
How are you going to dominate if you can't string 4 games together? How are you going to do that?
How are we going to dominate?
If you can't string 4 wins together, how are you going to dominate?
Well, we've not even had a chance to have our new manager putting his new processes in place.
So as it stands now, you're not then. As it stands now, you're not going to dominate, are you?
Right now, no, we're not.
Okay, thank you.
That's what he's doing.
Next season,
You saying to.
Say that again for the camera, so I can get this clip.
Next season. Well, you might.
I just want this clip. I just want this clip. Go on.
Next season, we'll usher in dominance, yeah?
Okay,
cool.
Can I say something?
Go on.
Mike, the problem with what you're saying is, and I'm going to try and be calm.
Where's your glasses this week?
I forgot them, to be honest with you. So I've gone back to being really dumb, Roberto. But I digress. I've gone back to dumb Roberto before you say anything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway, let me ask you this question. You see, the problem with your theory is this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe more other teams who are working towards the same goal and have got a head start over you. You know that, right?
That's understandable.
And despite, for example, you having the most expensive team on the planet, you still can't. Yeah, you've got the most expensive team on the planet. You're still not dominating anything. So you think that teams like Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, West Ham, Chelsea, whoever, are just gonna allow you just to.
Okay, besides, we'll probably potentially. I'll kind of just give it to Liverpool. Obviously, Man City are dominant, yeah. So
what about Chelsea?
Chelsea are not really dominating anything.
Then bun your skin.
But they'll bun your skin.
They just won the Champions League last season.
In a reigning champ.
They won the Champions League last season.
I doubt if they would, Michael. But they're worse than they.
Hold on, let's not forget, you're doing all this big manager talk, but they had Lampard switched and won the Champions League. So no, but you were just saying all of this. You got this and you got it's smoke screens and excuses, bro. Other teams, this happens. This happens in the Premier League all the time. Managers get sacked, new managers come in.
When they say Arsenal have a head start, I don't really understand how you have a head start.
I never personally said. Sorry, when I said I didn't mean literally. For example, Arsenal. I'm just saying other teams are working towards the same goal.
So you see the problem. I'll be honest. You see the problem at Man United here. We haven't had a squad depth, and I would say actual focus into actually how we play.
Correct.
So
Have Liverpool got squad depth?
No.
Oh, Liverpool got a squad.
Okay.
No, but we got focus. We know what we're doing. We got a plan.
I'll be honest. Man United have not had a real focus into how we play. When we've changed the tactics and all that kind of stuff, even when Fernandes came in, we changed the whole manager of how we played. We need a strong manager who can actually put in proper ideals in how we actually play, and then we can build on that. That's what I'm gonna say. So we've not had 4 games on the bout winning. Okay,
Michael, that's a lot different than we're going to usher in. That just said that it was a lot different than Manchester.
A lot different.
So when a manager has a pre-season, when our confirmed manager has a pre-season, we can gel, get rid of all the dead wood. The players that want to go, they can go. We can bring in players who actually know how to play football. Because Ravens
actually no.
Yeah, because
Mike, you know you got that wrong.
No,
what is it? Yeah, right.
Not really.
Michael, you the system.
No, you're gonna let me land. You're gonna let me land. You're gonna let me land. No. I'm not gonna let you land because you did not let me land.
The problem is,
no, you cannot
be a child if
I'm
you
not
want
gonna let you talk.
The problem is,
Yeah, very, very
the problem is,
I let you land.
The problem is, Michael, is that you need a system and players to play in the system, not players that can play football. Because lots of players can play football, Michael. So you need a system built. I mean, from your diet to your XYZ to your stats to your data, you need all of that in place and players to fit it, man. Shall I go down there and tell them? Because obviously they don't know.
So you know
so I buy a ticket, go down there. Warrington, I can Warrington.
You see the
Carrington even.
You know actual nonsense that just come out of your mouth.
No, it's not nonsense though. It's absolutely not nonsense.
I love this, man. Do you want to say it?
Get on the mic, get on the mic.
So, because you know when you said you need players to fit in their system, all that kind of stuff, when Van Dijk got injured, what happened to your system?
The system fell over, bro.
There you go!
Michael, but it wasn't just Van Dijk that got injured, bro.
Yeah, the
Matic as well.
Everybody was out.
Fabinho, Matip, everyone got injured.
Who? Mane.
Mala?
He wasn't.
Who's Mala?
Who's your favourite player? What are you talking about? Is that not your favourite player, G?
Come to your turn.
If it was just Van Dijk, it wouldn't have been such an issue. We had no centre backs, man.
We had none.
We had none.
How long was centre back for? You don't play with centre back, so what does that mean?
Of course we did.
How long was Mano?
You don't play with centre backs.
They weren't.
To be fair, he's probably because he says that because he's used to a diet of a team that literally doesn't play with any centre backs. They're there. There's guys in the position, but we don't know what they are because they can't defend.
Can I ask a question? So when the season started,
This season
started.
Yeah.
What was the aim for you lot to do?
No, don't change the subject. We've already been there. We're not going to change the subject. My uncle made a very good point, and you've tried to skirt your way out of it.
You got this energy. When you start
No, because he's made a very good point. And because he made a very good point.
You talk about, we want someone to play football.
Listen.
Loads of
What Mark said is 100% correct.
Now we've gone back to Mark.
Okay. Side note, before we go there. Side note, ask my uncle, if he's ever wanted me to call him my uncle.
Never.
Thank you. Next. Next. What? Ask him. Hey, listen, he's like my big brother. He's literally like my big brother. What are you talking about, bro? You're gonna make me start going through family history,
You're going to back me because you have to. If that's your uncle, even if he's not your uncle, you call him uncle.
Okay.
You got that. So no matter what, whether he likes it or not, that's your uncle, and you call
But he knows it.
Can we go back to the football, please?
No, we will do.
We're not gonna do this this time.
No, but I want to go back now just to say, it was me, I sidetracked the thing. But back to my point, Mike. My uncle's 100% correct. You could have all the fancy players in the world and spend all the money. If the system ain't there, this is what I'm saying. You don't talk for years when Fergie left. You don't went Galactico on us, yeah, and it don't work. Yeah, when you had the O'Shea's of this world and all them man there, yeah, you were doing.
That's when you were dominating.
Yeah. I've said it a million times in this shop. Now I'm looking at you, bro.
When you had the,
Because I've said it a million times, bro. The last time you don't won the league, do you see that last picture of the season? To this day, my brain, like, the neurons stop firing in my brain because I can't process how that team won the league. Bro. Yeah? You man went fancy down on us, proper fancy down, yeah? And it's gone pear-shaped for you, man. So you can have all the great players in the world.
You know what you tried
they
to
all
do?
can play football, bro.
Tried to beat Real Madrid, bro.
Yeah, that's what you tried to do.
Does that ring a bell? Does that ring a bell?
Galactico, bro.
You tried to beat Real Madrid without the white shirts.
Oh, you want to talk about
No, you tried to beat Real Madrid though.
You
You tried to beat Real Madrid, bro.
At the end of the day,
Woodward tried to beat Real Madrid, yeah.
If your managers had that same ethos of football, you'd have said, "Oh, we get all these players that can do step overs and do that's great." Like, how they gonna? And on top of it, you got the hardest league in the world.
Nobody did.
You go Burnley with that what you have, and you got Spartan beer.
Nobody
So
did.
it says it all with it. You're seventh now, which is all right, Duke. The Duke's that's all right.
Yeah. That's a successful season.
So we're fine.
It's a successful season.
You asked me a question and I answered.
You said we're fine. We're fine.
You brought those trainers to help Man United be seventh.
Invest in seven.
You invested, yeah. Invest.
See me, I support my team.
You can't buy it.
I know.
Going through bad times.
You should, huh?
I'm still there.
And that's
Hold
commendable. We
Hold
commend
on.
you for
That's
that.
not what he was saying when Oli was there.
Yeah, that's I was,
a couple of weeks ago.
That was against Ollie though, wasn't it? I was still at the game.
He's the manager.
He was the manager.
Yeah, but I was still there, wasn't I? I was still supporting the team.
No, he wasn't. You wanted them to lose.
No, I wanted him out. But
No.
You wanted them to lose.
When we go boxing, was you watching the game when we go boxing? In the car on a laptop.
That was us.
Was us two?
That was us. Arsenal versus.
But I remember him sitting there when we waiting for Tom to come. Him saying, like, even if we got to lose, if we got to lose, you said that.
Get Ollie out.
Tell them supporting your team.
To get Ollie out, because if you can see something's wrong with your team, you want to fix it.
You want to lose points to potentially finish outside the top four.
No, we was never going to finish outside the top four.
Well, the league has not finished yet. The league has not finished
Thank
yet.
God for that. That's why I know we're not going to finish outside the top four.
You don't know.
United ain't making so far. They don't make it so far.
When you know the only way of them getting rid of Ollie is to suffer. And look what happened. We suffered to the point where they got rid of Ollie. So I was right.
What if that went wrong? What if you finish in the bottom half?
It kind of has gone wrong so far, as of today, because you've gone
We've
backwards.
lost one game.
Yeah, but you're seventh.
We're joint seventh. Arsenal there.
Okay.
No, we're not with you. You need to check. You need to check the table. We're above you.
Seventh.
We are above you.
You're 10 points behind us.
I think it's a point, but we're above you, mate.
Get the table up.
Again.
Thank you. Both the same.
No, it's
It's
not.
not. It's
75 points each.
Thank you, bro. I told you, bro.
It's what?
75
Yeah, but they got game
It doesn't matter. You have the same, bro. No, we're just saying right now.
It's not Bailey.
Who's rattled down?
It's not Bailey.
But we're above. Was it goal difference?
You're six. You're seven.
Okay.
Yes, I'm saying we're above them. I know we're above them.
We are what?
I don't know.
1 point off of what? West Ham.
West Ham and Tottenham, mate.
Spurs, yeah.
Okay, and they're where? Third.
Fifth.
You're 10 points off
Who's
Liverpool in
that? What's
second.
that?
West Ham are 4.
How many points of Liverpool?
37 points.
In January.
I said we've got at least a game. We've got at least a game in hand.
West Ham today.
So you're a point off of.
So if we beat West Ham today,
No,
we'll go 4.
but so if we beat West Ham today.
That's a big if.
We go full.
That's a massive if.
Things change.
And West Ham turned you over already.
Spurs win, you go fifth.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, alright, but you see how
In the Carabao Cup, they turned you over.
Can we all just take a moment to remember the fact that Arsenal are ahead of United, despite you losing the first 3 games of the season, not scoring one goal. Just
dropping 9 points.
You're right, and yet they're ahead of us now. What, by goal difference or something like that?
So we've scored more goals than you. Also, hold on. So we've won more games than you and scored more goals than you and played less.
And we have changed managers.
No, Duke. Hold on.
And still had to qualify
Duke.
the Champions League.
Duke, we've won more games than you and scored more goals than
We
you.
played more games.
Okay, now can you say that
We
again?
played more games.
Say the whole sentence again,
We
because
played more
I didn't quite hear
games in
you,
all
Wes.
competitions. We played more games in competitions. So
Sorry?
it's actually fair. We played more games.
Have you played more games than us in the Premier League?
That's what this is for.
Have you played more games than us in the Premier League?
Nah. But in all competitions we have, we played more games in Europe.
Who cares, bro?
We played more games in the FA Cup.
So is this success now? Now you want to battle for 7th and 6th when...
When
So why are we talking about this?
Why
Why are we getting on about this? I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
We played more games than you, better in league competition.
No, but I remember you was cussing at the beginning. We're not in Champions League. That's a simple answer. Sorry?
Are you in the league? Like, you're not in the Premier League because you're way down there and you're not.
They're above you.
They're above you.
They're above you though.
Joint points though, isn't
They're
it?
above you
They're
though.
above you.
Yeah, but they gave you a 3-game head start.
Hold on.
They gave you a 3-game head start.
Exactly. But
Didn't
hold
Arsenal
on.
lose their first 4 games of the season?
Hold on.
They gave you a 3-game head
But
start.
listen.
Hold on.
They've lost 3 more than you, and they've played 1 less than you, and they're above you.
Joint.
With
They're
Arteta.
above you, bro.
They're joint points.
Above you. They're above. They can't be joint 7th.
Well,
They're 6th. You're
No,
7th.
this. Hold on. If we were 1st and 2nd, we would win the Premier League on goal difference. So stop. Exactly. So stop saying joint. It's not joint. We've scored more goals than we're
You're
above.
7th or you're 6th
Yeah?
or you're 8th, innit? You're not joint.
it's phenomenal the way you got fixed still.
3-game head start as well. You know?
No, but you're arguing like you're successful. This is success.
I'm stating
This is the level that Man United have dropped to now.
stating
This is the level they've dropped to.
I'm stating facts.
Oh, did Norwich win yesterday?
They
slapped up.
You want to celebrate that you're joint points with
I'm
us,
not celebrating it.
and we're both not even in the top 4.
I'm just stating
It doesn't make any sense.
You know what I'm celebrating?
Who you got this
I'm
weekend?
celebrating anything.
West
The
Ham.
fact that I told you.
West Ham. They got West
that
Ham.
you lot are going to West Ham
At Old
in
Trafford.
January. I told you.
Are you playing West Ham at Old Trafford? Okay.
West Ham spun them already in the Carabao Cup, didn't
But
they?
imagine if we spin them.
Yeah, but they're not.
You're not spinning. You might win, but you're not spinning them.
No
To me, spinning is like 3-0
Or
You're not gonna
5.
spin them.
Or 5-0.
or 5-0. Yeah,
So
sorry.
when you
It's-
when you lost Liverpool, was that spinning?
What was the score? 4-0. What was that at half time?
What are you talking about?
I didn't ask a question.
Well, the one we was watching on the way to the boxing. What was that at half time? So it's,
What, the one
I
where
think
you
we scored
played us
just
at
before
Anfield?
one time.
Where you
1-0.
played us at Anfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 1-0 at half time.
What about Carabao Cup? Over 2 legs.
So like, when they were in the semi-finals and you weren't, is that
Was
what you're
that-
about?
Oh, that's what I wanted to go back to.
to.
Why do we keep trashing trophies? We said the other hold on. We said the other day, one team can win the Premier League. Yeah? One team can win the Champions League. And out of all the teams in the Premier League, there's only 4 teams in the Champions League. So that then leaves the FA Cup and the League Cup. Why are we trashing the
I'll
cups?
be honest.
It's
I'll be honest with you,
trophies.
Wes. Because you Arsenal fans, and I
It's not about Arsenal
I'm
fans.
going to take you out of it because it's not you. I'll give it to you. What you like to do, you like to say stuff that suits your argument at the time. So if Man United are in the Carabao Cup and Arsenal are somewhere else, you'll say, oh, big club like Man United, your ambition is the Carabao Cup. But then when you lot are in the Carabao Cup and we spin it on you, all of a sudden now it's like, oh,
That is
why are
actually
you
true.
looking at the Carabao Cup?
It's what Gary and Joe do. That's what schools do in this
Okay,
league.
right. So like I said earlier, for me, in 10 years' time,
But at the same
No,
time,
no,
sorry,
no,
sorry
no,
to cut
no,
you
you
because I
are.
won't technically finish. Again, we have to go back to the narrative, and I say narrative because we can all concur that there are certain competitions that outweigh other competitions.
Yes.
You can
Okay.
win a Carabao Cup and finish second, and you will get fired. You can win an FA Cup and finish 6th. At a big club, you will get fired. And
Okay, so
that's
pause
where-
there. Pause there. So if Man City, Liverpool, and Chelsea,
And, you know,
yeah, no. Oh, 1 to 3rd, yeah. One of them wins the Champions League, one of them wins the Prem, and one of them wins the FA Cup. Is that not a successful season? Because only one team can win the Premier League. Only one team can win
Okay,
each
look at it like
competition.
this. If let's go on that narrative that Chelsea come third and they win the FA Cup, do you think Abramovich is having that, or is he not firing them?
No, I think he would have it this season.
No, I think.
You think he will have it?
Yeah, I don't think my man gets fired. You know.
But look how clear Man City are in the league, bro.
Not yet. That Champions League gives them another season.
Been winning European Cups. What are you talking about?
You got remember, Pep ain't won it with City, man.
And he's still there.
And he spent.
And he hasn't won the Premier League every season.
And he spent a small country
I'm going
fortune.
to be honest.
Please do.
Pep is a bit of a different scenario for City, isn't it?
Why?
Because Pep has literally brought City to a level that they know they wouldn't have got without him. If they've got any chance of winning Champions League, it's going to be with Pep. There is no one that you change from.
There's
Pep.
not an alternative.
Yeah.
No, okay.
So in that aspect, Pep's kind of secure. He walks out when he wants.
No, I'm not saying. What I'm saying. You spoke about Abramovich sacking, wasn't it? Yeah? Sacking.
Chelsea.
Taking
You can
Tuchel.
say,
Yeah.
Lampard.
No, he's taking Tuchel. He gets.
Okay, yeah. If he finishes third.
FA Cup comes third.
Yeah.
Man City, yeah. Do you not think that you can't invest that amount of money
No, I agree.
being that stature and
You're
not
right,
want
you're
to
right.
win it?
At the moment,
Do you know what I mean? Like
City
they want that
is-
card. Don't
but
tell
then
it
at the
twisted.
same time, like I said, City's in a different bit of a different realm.
Why?
Chelsea, if they come third and win the FA Cup, do you really think that's suffice for Abramovich? Do you
Yeah,
really
yeah.
think
This season, yes.
Trophy, bro.
This season, yes. Yeah, this season.
Way, bro.
This season, yes.
Conte literally got told to walk.
Yeah, but
after the
Conte,
league.
to me, I think Tuchel's better.
But Tuchel won the Champions League.
Yeah,
But
he
that
got them
doesn't
some big ears.
Bruv, Ronaldo did Mateo won the Champions League. You got rid of him straight away.
Sure, man.
Yeah, but it's different. It's different caliber of managers. That's like, how long has Pep been at Man City?
5 years.
5 years.
He hasn't won the Champions League
But
once.
he's won the Prem 4 times.
He hasn't won the Champions League once. And he goes for the League Cup every season. Every season they put out a strong team for the League Cup.
But honestly, let's be real here.
So it's a trophy.
Well, let's be real.
Is it because the final's in February we're saying that we don't rate it?
Wait, let me just say something. Remember, if you go to before Sheikh Man stopped all their money into Man City, when you used to go to Man City's trophy cabinet, they'll be looking a bit thin. Like, we're looking at, so any trophy they'll take it, they'll be happy in it.
Yeah, but you just said they won. You just said they won the Premier League 4 times. So why are they still putting out strong
And
teams?
they didn't start winning.
Right, they won before.
His name with a great hair.
They Pellegrini win it. Pellegrini won it.
Yeah,
What do you like Pep brought it to them?
So any trophy, they'll be happy with a trophy in it. But people, elite teams.
Nah.
Elite
Man City's chest is bigger than Manchester United.
Listen, we need to
Their
kill.
support chest is much bigger than yours.
We need to kill this argument, man. Trophies are trophies, man.
Trophies are
More than
trophies.
Man United sports think they're supposed to
Now,
be.
if
100%.
you want to say there's tears,
We
I can
agree,
accept
yes.
that.
We
But
agree.
let's not pretend. If United were in the final now in February, they'd be talking it up
You wouldn't
too.
be dancing
Oh.
no.
Yeah, you little
You would have a
liar.
parade, bro. You would have a parade.
Little liar.
It's standard.
You would.
It's
I think-
You would
listen,
go
listen,
to
listen.
Manchester and parade.
Listen. I think the thing we all have to
Little
admit.
liar.
Hold on. I think the thing we all have to admit with the Carabao Cup, and I can see you with the smirk. 'Cause I think he knows what I'm about to say. When it comes to the Carabao Cup, it's only relevant if you're in the final. We all do it to each other as
Come on,
teams,
man.
but let's not pretend, in all being serious, that it's not a thing.
As soon as you get
We
on the
all
mark
do
that
it,
we
bro.
did the other day,
It becomes a thing, bro.
Comes a thing.
It's like Europa, innit?
Brother,
You
hold
kind
on,
of mug off
hold on,
Europa
Roberto.
until you get to the final.
Hold on. We're talking about Carabao Cup, League Cup final, Chelsea and Liverpool.
Wait, so we're gonna say
What's the Premier League look like now? What does the Premier League look like now? Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, top 3, and they're both 2 of them are in the Carabao Cup final. And you're trying to tell
and
me
you
it's not in the
can't
World Cup?
split Chelsea at
Come on,
Liverpool
man.
in the Premier League. You like as in points
But
wise and
listen,
goals and all that.
Yeah.
You can't split. You can't split his when it comes to Man
can't.
United. I mean
Listen.
Chelsea and thing.
Going
Liverpool.
back to what you just said, yeah, where you just said out of the top 3, 2 of them clubs are in the final. Let's go back to the question before. If Chelsea only win the Carabao Cup final and come third,
This
is
season,
that going to be enough?
this season is going to be enough. Trust me. Pep's
No,
gone.
Man City,
Pep has been
Man
gone
City
with
are
the
dominating
Premier
the
League
league.
for time.
He is on his bike, bro. I'll even put better than that.
It's Tuchel.
Yeah, if he comes first,
No.
and he's only the Carabao Cup, he is
Nah.
out of there, bro.
Nah.
You lot are putting way too much.
Not this
respect on him
season. Not
for
this
what he's
season.
done.
No.
Abramovich's
But
not got like-
I will concede, if he just won the League Cup, I wouldn't be overly shocked if Abramovich did something that I may deem reckless and got rid of him.
And get who though?
I don't know. I'm not thinking that far ahead. I'm just no. That's what's different between me and you. When you talk sense, I'll tell you all day you talk sense. I'll be talking the world of sense, and you will pretend I'm chatting any form of wet, bro. Whatever. On a weekly basis, I say, nah, he's talking sense. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Yeah? You just don't offer me the same level of respect, and it's okay. I respect myself. It's fine. But I will tell you when you're chatting sense. But I would be a bit more worried if he just won the League Cup. I still would err on the side he will keep his job.
You know what it is? But what's the options, though?
No, I know. My argument is not the most well thought out. I'm just saying, I'm not even thinking beyond who he comes in his place. I'm just thinking, if he wins FA Cup, then I agree with you 100%. Yeah, if he won the FA Cup, say, I was like, nah, he ain't going nowhere. And third, he ain't going nowhere. But a League Cup, it depends how the managerial landscape is at the time, by the end of the season.
Look, that's what his team.
I know. And what about how far they go in the Champions League then?
That too.
As well.
If they bomb out now and then they just win the League Cup and then they go on a run at the end of the season and not great, might finish first.
Yes.
Say what now? Say what now? Say what now?
Best English team in the Champions League this season.
We're not triggered. We're just confused.
No, but I'm gonna put the picture up now.
You're triggered.
They're the first team to win all the games, bro.
Not lose again.
First most successful English team in the Champions League this season.
And they're in the league. And they're in the League Cup final. And they're still in the FA Cup.
And technically still in the League
So hold on. They could potentially win the Champions League, the League Cup, and the FA Cup.
And the league if Man City drop points. But we're not gonna.
Yeah.
No, but it's mathematical.
Mathematical, yeah.
It is mathematical.
What does that mean for you, lot? If they win 3 trophies this season?
That means they won 3 trophies.
No, for you, lot. What does that mean? No, but what does it mean for Man United?
It means that we need to step up. That's what it means.
Okay, thank
You
you.
need to step up anyway. That's not debatable. You stepping up. You have to. Or not only like a mid-table team. That's 7th. You're gonna be a mid-table team. Are you happy with that?
No, I'm not.
He said they're fine.
Okay. He said he's fine. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
You don't believe he was sitting right there. Oh, you wouldn't, would you? Batman wouldn't, would he?
And the problem is, with Man United fans, and please listen to what I'm saying.
Please.
Do not run before you can walk.
Come on.
It is that bad for you now.
Come on.
Take time in it. Yeah? You allow me to finish.
They think they're in the 90s.
Your first goal is to focus on being consistent. And what I mean by consistent, you need to worry about finishing top 4 first.
Basics, they need to worry about and left wing backs crossing the ball, bro. They got to go back to basics, bro.
In that time, there's other, like Roberta said, there's other teams, Michael, that are a year or 2 ahead of you.
Bro, I don't even like Xhaka, so whatever argument you want to bring, you can bring.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan. How much did you spend on Maguire? Okay.
I didn't spend it.
No, you did. His trainers, his tracksuits, his jackets went towards that.
Remember he got snow cone?
Snow cone. Elite fan. You helped to pay for that, yeah? And straight away, your interim manager, you don't even know if he's staying, he's saying he's not good enough.
Didn't I say that as well?
Who got Wan-Bissaka? Was it Mourinho?
Mourinho. No, Oli.
Not good.
Sorry,
Oli. Not good enough. My man come out and said they're not good enough. Who was the 4 players? Martial.
They'll see their way. It was
Sure.
Triple the fee. Quadruple the fee.
Hard.
Where's the line?
If they're not good enough, they're not
No, they're not.
Didn't I say that we need to get better players?
You do.
Galactical, no, this is a problem. Galactical mentality, bro. This is why you need to change it. You don't spend them kind of money. You spend that kind of money.
How? When did they buy Maguire? When did they buy Maguire?
The other day.
For how much?
85.
Oh, okay.
80.
Oh, you don't need to go Leipzig, go get nice.
You're awesome.
Yes.
Some little crap, some little shout
100%.
Madman from Shout
100%.
That's what Randy is.
Stop all that, stop what happens now. 100 mil and 90 mil.
Listen.
We might sign him in
You ain't signing him.
Stop
Listen.
shopping at Morrison's.
Yeah, you're wet trolls. Rich trolls with your rich self.
You man need to go back.
Aldi's is across the
Aldi
road, bro.
and Lidl, bruv.
Yeah?
Yeah.
With your
Lidl, bruv.
rich self, bro. No, but let me finish what I'm saying, bro. You need to stop the Galactico mentality. Just because the price tag is high, don't mean they can make it at your club, bro.
100%.
What do you mean? You've done it from our boy from up the road. You just done it. Yeah, he's bombing. No, the other one from Kenton, mate. From Southwark, mate. Our block, mate. Sancho, mate. Yeah? Like, you keep on doing it, and I'm not dissing Jaden. No disrespect. I actually wish you the best of luck. I want him to turn it around.
They bought Varane.
But you do it every season, bro.
They bought free.
Allow it, bro. And I keep on telling you, man, you're not.
Ronaldo's gonna win us the league this season.
No, but on a serious level, United.
We haven't even got a striker, bro.
Where are they all going to fit in? Where? And Van der Beek and all that. Where are you going to put them?
Listen. You have to remember, those signings were under a different.
I'm just saying to you,
You
man.
had a different.
We hear that.
You have a director of
Now,
football.
they are
That's why you have the
surplus.
board.
Now
Where
they
you
are
just
surplus
can't get out.
from
Give
the
it
bottom.
Give it
You cannot hold
two
that
of them.
stuff
Free
forever.
liquors also.
Yeah.
Give me a shirt. Give me some peanuts.
I understand your excitement, but you cannot hold that against the new manager now.
No, we don't. No, I don't. No, I'm not. No, that's not. No, I'm saying to you, Ragnick has nothing to do with this. Then let me clarify. He has nothing to do with this. I'm talking about the club. I'm talking about the club. So let me clarify. Ragnick has nothing to do with what I'm saying. I'm saying allow the Galactico mentality.
Allow it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you've been moving like your chest is too high. You got Audi there. But you think, oh, Waitrose is 10 miles away, I'm going to go Waitrose instead. And then when your thing don't taste good, like the Audi's apple pie or whatever, you wonder why, bro. Yeah? Sometimes you have to go to them clubs that just got relegated. And get your Ramsdale, bro. Get your Robinson. Get your Ronaldo. Yeah? You have to do that sometimes, bro.
It's not working.
It's not working, bro.
Oh, bro, no, you
So
don't.
hold on. Robinson's not elite then, yeah?
Yeah, he's proven it.
Well, now they weren't elite at Liverpool now.
Hold on, let's go back to when they were so-called dominating.
Yeah.
Yeah? Was Gary Neville an elite player
No.
when he came into the team?
No.
Beckham?
No, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Scholes?
No, stop that. Sorry.
Were they elite players?
No. Where's?
Okay. Alright.
No, where's?
So that's what I'm saying.
No, where's?
At that time, there was.
No,
Right, so that's what I'm saying.
No.
Instead of going to... That's what we're...
Hold on. Sorry, Wes. Yeah, no, it's your show. Mike, you just said Gary Neville was elite. No, hold on. Treat Gary Neville now and ask him if he thinks he was elite. He goes, no, he
will tell
weren't.
you the truth.
Yeah, he will tell you the truth.
I'm a lucky guy.
Gary Neville
That's what he always says himself.
is the poster boy for a system player. Yeah?
So,
I'm not dissing Gary Neville, you know. It's the same as O'Shea. Yeah? They played their part.
And Carragher.
And West Brown.
There you go.
And West Brown.
No, Giggs. I don't even like saying his name. Giggs or Giggs. Yeah, but Giggs is good. I don't even like saying his name. Giggs was good.
Them two are
They were players. But all I'm saying to you is this: sometimes players that would be maybe considered subpar playing for pretty much any other team, working your fair enough. Working your team perfectly, and that's why it reinforces what I'm saying, bro. You don't love shopping in Waitrose too much, bro. Harvey Nicks and that. It's not
about
working
the
for you, bro.
It's not. No, it's not.
What is now?
Do you remember? You got to remember, like the likes of De Bruyne, the likes of Mo Salah. They went Chelsea, you know. Chelsea said it was not good enough.
City bought De Bruyne for 50 million. But 50
Did they?
million wasn't a thing, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But remember,
But Chelsea,
Not always,
Chelsea
not
still
always.
thought
Not
that
always.
it wasn't good enough.
When Mourinho first came in, and he was buying man left, right, centre 30, 40, 25 millions when those numbers
Yeah, they were big numbers.
and they won the league straight away.
But what I'm saying is, when you lot were winning, you lot weren't spending like that.
Yes, we was.
No, you wasn't in the beginning.
It's only when he bought
We
Van
have always
Persie.
been big spenders.
Van Persie.
It's
What?
only when Chelsea
In
That's
their-
later, though. That's later.
in their defense,
My went in from Tottenham with big money at the time.
in their
Berbatov.
Sheringham.
no, in their defense,
It's not even Berbatov.
in their
I
defense.
just retired years ago.
No, it goes back further than that.
Yeah, man, he was at Tottenham.
It goes back further.
Oh, carry it.
To be in their defense, it goes
He
back
should have been
further
the
than that.
interim manager
When the Premier League very first started,
I'm defending you, bro. You don't need to say that. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. It goes back further than that, yeah? And this is what I keep on saying. Man United, as soon as they went Galacticos, it went wrong. What Man United did before, they were cute with their players. They developed their players and they signed them odd little shrewd signings, put them in the team. And then every now and again, yeah, they did, but every now and again, they'd go and spend 30 million on Rio Ferdinand, go and get you a Carrick, and it was a good look. And he cost £7 million.
He's brought the Minamino.
And it's if you look at what United did then, teams like Liverpool, and to a certain extent City are doing now. When we spend a lot of money on Van Dijks and Alisson,
it's there. You're talking about a particular time period. When the Premier League very first started, we was the ones, when you lot had your still resemblance of when you won it in the 80s.
Littlewood's money.
We went and paid $1 million for Brian Robson.
Yeah.
We went and paid X amount of money for Roy Keane. All that at these times, they were unheard of numbers.
Yeah.
Bringing in the man half.
But you also on captain now. You're on captain now.
No, but Duke, you're proving my point.
Leon,
We went to Leeds and we were half $1 million. That was mad.
But my point is, you spent money when you needed to. You didn't just spend money for the sake of it.
Where you needed to. Where is
So even though it was a lot of money,
yeah, it's way more important.
for the time, you spent good. The value for money you got from when you actually shelled out the cash. Like more often than not, you hit.
Not just the.
Now
That's
it's
it.
the Galactico.
You didn't just spend money, bro.
Rude boy, imagine this, yeah. I ain't gonna blame Oli for this. There's certain times, Man United are in trouble. Jadon Sancho is cold on the bench, you know.
Cold.
The Van der Beek is cold on the bench.
Freezing.
But yeah, I think
you
I'm
know
not sure
what?
about the Van der Beek situation, but Sancho don't fit what we're doing now. That's
So why spend
How? You lot just bought him.
That vibe.
The Galactico era. That's what I'm saying, bro.
He's just bought him.
System, I can see it because we would sit back. I don't know, not really play possession-based football, but not really counter-attack, and hope for moments of genius from plays. Sancho, you can see how that could work in his favour. What I think now is telling everyone on that pitch, you've got 3 jobs to do minimum. Changing Sancho is not designed to be pace and power, getting up and down the wing. He's not designed to be carrying the ball or running in behind.
No, but he come from a team in Dortmund that were doing just that, bro.
What's his name?
Not him.
No, but they're all the whole lot of them, bro.
What's his name?
Which one?
Let me feel man. What's his name, man? Thiago not pacing up and down, but he has a job in the midfield. Pinging over there, that blade across there, mate, that blade across there. So that once again is a system.
It's a system.
Once again. So not because he's a very bad footballer, but when we're playing certain teams like you lot, or we're playing Man City, he can't play. Do you understand?
To be fair, to be fair, Thiago and Firmino, when they play together, Liverpool have never lost again. We won every single game. It depends the personnel available, blah blah blah. He probably could play against certain teams. Yeah. He probably, but look, it's just I just think. Sorry, sorry. That distracted me because I was watching the other day. Yeah, it's United need to change their philosophy, and with their manager, to their credit, he will try to implement a new philosophy.
But he's getting friction though.
We're not, bro. You're taking what I'm saying as a criticism. It's not, bro. I'm saying right now we can only work with what he's got, bro.
So,
and because no one ain't buying no one in January, apart from maybe a City.
It's very hard this season.
Yeah,
very
and
hard.
Villa. No one, United, Liverpool, like all them teams are not really going for it. Forget it. It's done. When we're gonna do bits, bro. So he's got to work with what he's got, bro. It's not a criticism of United.
Obviously, this week you lot heard about Martial.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ranganet come out and said he refused to play. Martial released something on a statement on social media saying he's never refused to play for United. So again, trouble in the camp.
Miscommunication.
Has a miscommunication.
There's trouble in the camp.
Thank you, Cleo. Thank you. There's trouble in the camp, man.
You don't need to realise
I'm
this.
telling you, and they're gonna fix the trouble in the camp. Because what happened here, he comes in trying to switch up a lot of things. Players not happy with certain things. Players not happy with the way he playing. You know what I'm saying? But they have to work together. So literally, they're gonna try and work together.
and I said this, he's going to come in and raffle feathers.
Yeah.
I said this. There's going to be players who are not playing that are going to get the hump. This happens everywhere in football. But obviously at United, it's a massive story. So Martial, he done right said that he's not playing because he was trying to force a move. But what's happened? They've realised they can't get the move because Man United are not budging on the transfer fee, the loan fee and paying the wages. So obviously he has to humble himself now and come back and work his way back into the team. That's it. Rangnick's not wrong. He's always, every single interview, he has called it.
I think he's a bit too honest.
Even so, if he's not, you rip him down. He's honest, you rip him down. There's no.
Sometimes like old Mourinho and Klopp. Sometimes you have to back your players. In front of me, Wenger used to do all the time. You see that Xhaka kick? Wenger would have said, "I didn't see it."
Listen, I didn't see it.
Innit? You know he would have said that.
In this day and age, that you have to take that with a pinch of salt because you can back your player, and then on Instagram he's telling you you're a wanker to the rest of the world. So now it's very different. You have to kind of be mindful when you're backing and what you're backing over. If it's a situation where you know you just sat down 24 hours with this player and he's told you, "I want out. I'm not feeling this, that, this," and he's already talking to his agent. There's circulations in the paper, spreading like wildfire. Why are you going to come out and say, no, he didn't say that? Like, everyone else, we're not dumb. It's been leaked left, right, and centre. Tell him what it is, isn't it? It wasn't a secret.
So going back to what I was saying to Michael before, you're talking about an era of dominance.
Aston.
So you have other things.
Yeah, everyone's still here. We're still filming.
You need the day-to-day housekeeping stuff.
We're here though.
You need to deal before you're anywhere near dominating anything.
Yeah.
So I need you to take that.
Say that again.
I need to take that back. I think it's important. For your growth. It's important for your
So my phone's playing up, mate. Call Mark's phone for me.
Mike, I didn't expect you to, man. Anyway, but it's like I said, for me, Man United got a long way to go.
It's not that long. Let's not make it
I think
it is, man.
Okay. So the key question: in how many years will it take for you lot to win the league?
Do you know what? I'm going to echo what Klopp said. Inside 3 years. And I will generally give Man.
He said 4 to be fair, but go on.
What? Yeah, alright. Well, I'm going to say.
He didn't even say 4 years.
We've got a better squad and more resources.
Better squad than who?
To be fair,
He
hasn't. No, but to be fair, I respect the fact he's being honest in terms of time frame because you could have said something wild like 2. You're not winning it in 2 years, bro.
You know,
Like 3 or 4 years, your probability. Like I'm being sick. Like it's not that easy no more, bro. Not that easy, mate.
No, it's not. It's not.
Not that easy.
It's not.
It's not that easy.
It's not. Cleo, do me a favour. Okay? You take some pictures. But that's what I wanted to lead on to. Yeah. Obviously the transfer window. Yeah. Do we feel like players are intentionally letting their contracts run out?
100%.
To have more power.
100%.
In terms of negotiating.
They fundamentally make more money.
Yeah.
So you get a better, you get a nice deal of money, and you get a bigger wage a week because you're not paying 30-40 mil
for you, so you get a bigger wage.
Also in contracts, we have to forget it's little details like I want a particular shirt number for their own personal brands that you can now start dictating to man. So you can start dictating the little details that make the bigger picture, obviously. So 100%, that's the new thing now. So let's call it now. You're going to see a lot more contracts being run down.
Of course.
And it's going to become the norm.
We're seeing it now.
Which it should be, really.
We're seeing it now.
Summers are madness.
Yeah.
Haaland.
Yeah, exactly.
Mbappe.
Dembele.
Pogba.
Loads of them.
Pogba.
And look how clubs are reacting to something that would happen normally anywhere else apart from elite professional sports.
Yeah.
They're doing madness. Like, say, they banished Dembele from the Barca squad because he won't sign a deal.
Even Salah, even in Liverpool, you sign a new contract.
He'll get sold.
Well, funny enough,
You know
I've
what,
read something about
you
them
know what's
giving
a
him a
good
contract
question?
after Africa.
Do you think the current kind of contracts that are on the table now, they'll have to evolve and change, but to what purpose? Because now, will it be a thing of like, once you do get your contract, is it going to be something 6 years with another 2 add-ons and stuff like that? Do you think? Because now, contract lengths have to go up because people are running them down.
Well, you only sorry to cut you. You only signed 6 years contracts if you're Harry Kane, bro. You're mad if you do that, bro.
Do you think that could become the norm? Because if you're allowing people to run them down,
you get a 4-year contract on that because 2 years time you're gonna get a better cold feet or whatever. so that the club can make some money back. Remember,
Yeah,
other
yeah,
clubs
yeah.
got to pay out. They get £300 a week. That's over 2 years, whatever that is. You understand? Whatever million
Yeah.
that is. That's their money. So it would make sense to add more time. Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So if they do lengthen the contracts, you see them big NFL contracts.
Yeah.
It'll be something like 10 years. But you see the money
But
they're
it never
getting paid
grows.
now, and we think it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's really not going to be a lot.
Exactly,
Because you're going to get a man to commit to that level.
Inflation and-
It's going to be nuts,
But
bro.
I think one thing we're missing as well is more money for the agents.
Oh yeah, well.
Agents are laughing.
But they're trying to
We
stop
already
that.
know
I think they're the
Exactly,
biggest.
we already
I
know
think they're
FIFA's
the
been
biggest
after them
things
for the
though,
longest
Wes. I think they're the biggest, like, yeah,
The agents.
yeah. Because it's them like, nah, don't sign the contract. We're just running down and get a nice little package. for
Listen,
you."
if we look back to maybe about 5 years ago, this is definitely just becoming a thing over a
Yeah.
period of time.
Of course
What,
it
the
is.
agent?
But who, when
The
you say
running
the
down the
agent's the bad
contracts.
thing, yeah, who is it the bad thing to? Is it to the club that's selling or the club that's receiving? Because 9 times out of 10, the club that's receiving is probably happy to be able to get that
I'd
player
probably say it's
fired
the
from the
agent for the player, and the club are like, not. It's like the thing with us.
But remember, there's 2 clubs. There's one buying and one selling. The club
Yeah.
that's buying, obviously, they're getting the player that they want. Obviously, through the agent being able to sort of like not manipulate, but sort of like put his input, facilitate the deal. So on one hand, the club that's selling, all right, I can see the problem with the agent. But 9 times out of 10, you don't really hear the club that's brought in the player moan about an agent.
Yeah.
They've got better fees. So if I'm buying something,
Yeah, but
They're on
even
good
so,
terms
they've
at that time.
incorporated
They're on good
that.
terms
The
at that
fees
time.
isn't the problem. It's more, it's already incorporated in the deal. 9 times. When you hear 80 million from Maguire, that isn't just, that's incorporating fees and it's everything, yeah. So that's not really the issue. The issue is something that I think a lot of us football fans have, is the fact that we feel we put, when a player moves, the negative side of it on the agent's shoulders. Because we feel, because he's facilitated that move, he's the bad guy because he's getting paid out of it. He's not getting up every week to play football. But we don't realise the footballer can't sit down and to have a discussion with the clubs anyway, because they're 9 times out of 10 in a contract with someone. Yeah.
And this is the thing, like, you're right. The narrative being pushed is conducive to blaming the agent.
Yeah.
Reality situation is this: any good agent will fight tooth and bone
For the player.
for their player, for their client.
Yeah.
The problem is, there are some really there's one player who plays for a club locally. I'm not going to say his name. I heard some stories about his agent, how his agent worked with the club, yeah, and has stitched him up royally, yeah. I'm not even going to say what league he plays in, but one player that plays around here, yeah, for a
You
club
always
around
get-
here.
you always
So
get
there's
bad
always
apple. Yeah.
exactly, that's my point. There's bad apple, but ultimately, huh? I'm not Michael. I've said too much already. Innit? I'll say it off camera, innit? But ultimately, agents are there to fight for their players tooth and bone. And that's, at the end of the day, like the NBA, like the NFL, blah, 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 football is now becoming, player power is now taking over football.
Yeah.
Like, they can command more. You're trying to tell Dembele, yeah, take a pay cut. Why should he take a pay cut with a player of his caliber, if fit, because we know that's a problem, can command a crap load of money? It's your finances. You messed up your finances, boss. So why are you trying to do that? So when he's trying to stick to his guns, they're trying to send him to football jail with it. No, it don't work like that, bro. No, it don't work like that. They've just punished him. They've he's probably their best player right now. They've just said, no, you're not playing no more.
So do you think we'll see more players putting together super teams?
Maybe, you
Possibly,
know.
you know.
It could. We see it in the
all know
NBA.
They'll go with the money, innit? They'll go where the money is really. You'll always.
And not even the money, just like,
Oh, come on, it's always
if you
the money.
if I'm a good striker and you're one of the best wingers,
Well, I
if you
think
come
I'll
to
take that.
join me at my team, or I come to join you at your team, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
It
the
depends.
possibilities.
I think the money will always reign king on that. But I see what you're saying. It is.
Because I'm just thinking of the NBA.
Yeah.
Because the NBA's been like this for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Like LeBron was like letting his contract run down. He decided he's going to move from Cleveland to LA. Now he's got Russell. He's got a lot of big names with him.
Nice to
at the
have a
Lakers.
Liverpool owner there as well.
That's like where Messi joined PSG and Neymar and Mbappe were linked up. It's not really.
That's what I mean. That's like one of the first heights.
No, but this is what I was.
But it's like it's not really gelling, innit?
Well, they're 10 points ahead in the league,
But that's.
and they're still in the Champions League.
Yeah, it's a good point.
But-
No, I hear what you're saying, but you're
But
right.
this is the
I
thing.
just
This is
think
the
money
thing.
will come
I
first. Oh, sorry to cut you off. You have to remember, NBA's been running at this level for a lot longer. We're only just getting to it now, more or less.
And this is what I was going to say. So I think if, for example, Messi and CR started their careers 10 a decade later, we could potentially see
them on the same team,
doing them things there. But I think it's a bit late in their careers for them to kind of really be at a club in their pomp at the height of their power.
We've still got the new generation though.
Yeah, but will they reach that level? We'll see.
Will we see Mbappe and Haaland on the same team?
We'll see.
Someone put it in the group, and I thought it was very good when they said this new generation, you don't have like your Ronaldos and That's how I feel about this new generation. Is that you got good players, but if you was to put them through the test of time, would you be talking about them? You wouldn't. They wouldn't even come into a conversation if you're talking about if you was to pick a all-time 11 over the last 20 years. I generally think the level of individual players in terms of that superstar realm it's dropped. But then the level across football as a scope has gone up. So now you're not beating a guy one-on-one if you've got pace. You're now beating a tactic because that manager is now taking into account, okay, you can do A, B and C. I'm going to tactically now do something to stop you. Not just, like Fergie used to say, if you had a man on the wing killing us, he'll just put Ever on you. And Ever was supposed to put you up in the air and that's the end of you on that. Now, we wouldn't get away with that, innit? He'll probably get destroyed to the point where you say, we have to change our formation. And that's how evolved football has become. This is why I say it's all gone up in terms of players because they're able to take on information quicker to change in the match when something's going on, if that makes sense. So that's how I feel on it. Anyway, I think the levels, the Mbappes and that, they're not as great as Ronaldo.
I mean, how old is Mbappe now?
22.
Yeah, he's mad young, man.
He's still got time.
Mbappe,
Yeah, but when we
come
say-
Liverpool, you still got time.
Here's the thing,
Have a
when
wonderful career, bro.
There's a goal
These
scorer.
are all. You see all
He's got a
these.
hat
He's
trick on his
got time.
Hollywood debut.
He's
When
a
you say
machine, bro.
you've got time, it's an excuse. When we saw the very first R9, 19, he was murdering man. 19, 20, murdering straight. When he
That's like Ronaldinho as well.
yeah, murdering man. Messi, when he first comes, it's just murdering. There is no time to, you say, raw, we don't know what he's going to be in time. But it was no, there's time to get better. What's that?
Where's Mbappe's 23?
Oh, well, I had two.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
So it's two. Is that the same
100%.
number?
My favourite two.
What's this?
No, I'm saying my favourite two players.
Yeah. Why you answer that?
I'm just saying. Somebody go back.
Go ahead.
My favourite two players of all time. They're not Man United players. You might be surprised. Is Ronaldinho and Ronaldo. I have love for
Who?
Cantona,
R7?
Cole. No,
the original.
R9.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
R9's
those are my guys.
Still not my favourite, though.
There's no.
Rivaldo and them, man.
Ronaldo, they're a close second, you know.
Ronaldo's up there.
But there's just a, I don't know, them two. It's just they're just in a league of their own for me anyway.
Even Baggio was a bad boy.
Bad boy.
Roberto Baggio.
Listen, let's go back into old school football, you know. Batistuta, oi, let's not go back in. Let's not do that. Let's keep it current because the emotions will come up then. It will get mad for me still. You see, this is where it gets weird. This is why I don't like Liverpool fans. Ian Rush.
John Barnes.
Listen to the level we're talking about. A man throws in Ian Rush. It's
Ian Rush was a hitman, bro.
Yeah, bad boy. I used to do it in America as well. In 1992 World Cup, he was dominating it. I forgot his name.
Who did he play for?
America. He had to play in Europe. He was bad in 1992 World Cup.
Was he a white guy?
Is he a white guy?
I'm trying to think.
Jürgen Klinsmann.
Klinsmann.
No, Klinsmann's German.
Klinsmann German.
More Germans.
The only American I can really think of
Klinsmann's
that
a bad
was
boy.
hard
In you for
was
USA.
Clint Dempsey, but Clint Dempsey.
Clint Dempsey was a bad boy.
Yeah.
Clint Dempsey was a bad boy.
1992.
Yeah, that's all I can think of. Landon Donovan.
Yeah, Donovan. Yeah. Donovan. Yeah.
Casey
Oh
Keller.
no, do you know what I'm thinking? I thought Landon Donovan, but then I thought he's the ginger defender, but he's not. That's Alexi something.
He's the one that played up front for Everton.
What, he played for USA?
He played in the Premier.
Bro, like, see, growing up, yeah.
That's how they've never seen them play, you know, in Jamaica. Think about it. Big. A World
I've
Cup.
seen them World Cup. Bro, we don't leave the television.
Cleo, what year? 1992.
94. There was no 1992.
Yeah, it's 94. It's 4.
Yeah, 94 for the World Cup. There was Euros 92 in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, World Cup, Euros.
And he played for USA.
Yeah.
It's probably Landon Donovan for real. I told him as I can
Do you know who didn't get credit for a 94? Okocha, bro.
Nigeria.
Was it Clint?
Yeah, it's got to be Landon
No, it
Donovan.
must have been Donovan. Yeah, he was techie still. He was techie. Yeah. To be fair, even Bergkamp was a madness, you know. I'll never forget that goal where he pulls it down.
Come on, Bergkamp.
That was special still.
Bergkamp was
hard.
doing bits.
Yeah, I can't.
What does that mean?
I'm saying,
Yeah, he was at Everton, isn't it?
Was that Everton
Everton, yeah.
for half the season?
He didn't do that at Everton colours though. Like he did bits, to be fair. He was a good player still. He was a good player. Baggio was a madness in that. Yeah. And Romario smoke. Absolutely. It was technically his World Cup, but Baggio pushed it.
Romario and Bebeto, bro.
Yeah, Bebeto was a backup dancer, man.
No, but he was an effective backup dancer, bro.
He was the blueprint of Firmino.
Them two in tandem.
Pass the ball and be quiet, man. What's wrong
Them
with
two in tandem, mate, was dread, mate.
So, Premier League from last weekend, Man United 2, Aston Villa 2. Some I think it was Uncle, you know. Someone said Coutinho is not going to do anything. I think it was Uncle.
you? See, you know what? I even back if Uncle said that. When we say, I know we put the ball in the back of the net, which was it was just a tap in. But he didn't affect the game as everyone's making out.
Mate, he got a goal and an assist.
Hold on,
bro.
Okay,
wait.
Hold on.
Those were two moments.
Hold on. Are you aware
I agree on that.
that he just come back from? He just had COVID.
It doesn't matter because everyone was making out like he's going to come
Doesn't
back.
matter.
Old Liverpool.
You made him seem like he was the second coming of Christ.
Exactly.
Like,
When you know,
You with Ronaldo. That's what we're talking about now.
He is our top goal scorer, so you could say there's an argument there. But Coutinho came back. He done 2 moments. I get it. Football is about moments, but he did not dictate as like how it was being made. But how it was made out, he was going to come back and be a Liverpool.
You lot need to You lot need to listen.
How long was he on the pitch? Was he on the pitch
press
that long, was
conference.
he?
You need to listen to Gerrard's press conference.
I don't.
He wasn't fit. He hadn't trained a lot. He had COVID. He's been at home as well. So we haven't even seen the best of him yet, man.
I think Coutinho
He just needs love on a home.
and he's
And
built
that's
for
exactly
the
what
Prem.
Gerrard said.
That's going to be a problem.
And I heard something about Suarez.
With their front three as well.
No, Villa said they don't want Suarez.
And they said they don't want
Yeah,
to
they
say
don't
that.
want him. They're not interested.
Because I heard Suarez was like, boy, if Gerrard is there,
Yeah, Gerard's bringing the band back, mate.
Yeah, reforming that, bro.
Gerrard's having that old Alex Ferguson
Might
effect.
as well get a kit on, innit?
Wait, have you man got a shot? Oh yeah, well, I thought you might as well get.
Have we got what?
You might as well get Suarez on loan because Salah.
We're talking about Aston Villa.
No.
United.
We are, but that's a good segue momentarily, though. We need who for what? We need a striker. Let me ask you a question.
How?
Who's the second hottest striker in the league? Diogo Jota. We need nothing. Yeah? We do not. We need nothing. Attacker then. Attacker. Who's banging the hardest in the league?
Some might say.
Who's banging the hardest in the league? I'm confused. It don't matter. He's banging the hardest in the league. He's got a 1-in-2 game ratio, goal ratio, bro.
When you're scoring against Arsenal and Brighton and teams like that, it's easy, isn't it?
Okay, so when Man United beat you 5-0, can you tell me the goal
Did
scorers?
Man United beat us 5-0? I'm not.
Can you tell me the goal
Liverpool
scorers?
beat Man United 5.
I don't know.
Can you remember that?
No, I remember. I remember a game.
What did Salah get though?
Dan,
I remember a
Don't
game.
forget Salah.
Dan, I know you know
Who were
the
the other
goal
goal
scorers.
scorers? Who were the other goal scorers?
Tell them who
We
the
know
goal
what Salah
scorers
done. Who were the other?
What did he do?
Who was the other goal
What did Mo Salah do to you lot?
Don't know. What did
He
you do
gave
for
you lot
Ollie?
a new arsehole.
You remember?
He
No,
gave you a
we
new
know that,
arsehole.
Dan. We want to know who else scored.
We wanna know who else
scored.
I can't remember who else.
You can't.
You can't remember that?
Exactly.
It was Jota.
exactly.
Oh yeah,
Jota
Jota. See?
I only
Jota
remember
was amongst the goal
Liverpool.
scorers.
I only remember Salah and Liverpool.
It's Jota.
Oh, you
Yeah.
scored against Ollie. Oh yeah, you scored against.
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
You scored against.
you lot are.
You know, I can't wait. It will amuse me greatly
Yep, at
if
Anfield.
it goes from you didn't score against United, you scored against Ragnick. If that happens, I'm gonna be so happy.
I'm telling you.
Yeah? I don't think it will, but I'll be ready. But it would amuse me. I'm not gonna lie because I don't know what that means, bro.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. If this even, I don't believe it will. I believe it will work out for sure. But let's say Ragnick gets moved on. The difference between Ragnick and Ollie is actual knowing what to do, a plan, a system.
Yeah, but you need your players to do it though, bro.
Listen, at the moment
So
he hasn't got it, so he has to deal with what he's dealing with and deal with it. He hasn't got it. What he wants to do, he hasn't got it. That's why we've reverted back to the 4-3-3. And even then, he's tweaked it. He's tweaked it if you look at it. But anyway,
I've seen it this morning.
exactly. So he's tweaked it. So let's. But at the same time, would Ollie have been tactically now to do that?
Oh, yeah.
No, and that's the difference. This is why I kept on going on and on. Why Ollie had to come out, because he was not fit for purpose. But the emotional connection with him was keeping him in the job, which is not good enough because we're suffering in the long run. The bigger picture of it, we're losing to the likes of you lot. We're going to get spanked by the likes of you lot because we have someone that's not
Michael, did you hear that?
tactically announced.
No, did you hear how he...
Duke,
Did you hear how Duke described what happened to you? Did you hear how Duke described what happened to you? Yeah, did you hear it?
No, I was on my phone.
He said spank.
I was on my
I can repeat it
I
for you.
wouldn't say there's much difference between Rangnick
There's a
and
lot,
Solskjaer.
there's a lot.
There's
There's a
not,
lot.
because
There's
they
a lot.
both have a one fuck-all.
Listen, man has been there for 2.5. Hey, are you?
He ain't done nothing.
Are you with
Are
this
you
guy?
talking about at Man United or his career?
In his career.
In his career.
Oh, okay.
They're calling him the Godfather to Klopp.
No, but they
Klopp
no,
got more
but
trophies than
no,
him.
no, but
ridiculous.
but
Have you watched?
but
Have you seen The Godfather?
You have to remember.
Have you seen The
Let's
Godfather?
say, okay, let's
Yeah,
say.
but we've all got godparents.
Listen.
I'm sure you know someone who's got godparents and their godparents are waste.
Listen, if he
They're not,
wins,
you know what I mean?
let's say he
They're
wins
godparents.
That's a good one. That's a good
They're
one.
godparents in
Let's
name,
say he
innit?
wins
That's a
3
good one.
trophies this season. What's the argument? The tactics would have been the same. He would have won nothing before, but he wins 3 trophies now. What's
Who wins 3 trophies?
Rangnick. Let's say he wins the FA Cup, the Champions League. What else?
Well, we
are
can
in? Let's say what do we say then? Because his track record before is still the same.
I would say so. That's amazing.
Okay, so any moment, what I'm trying to point my finger at, it doesn't matter if he hasn't won previously. He can win.
Hold on,
now.
who did you
He's in a position to win now.
Who did
He's
they
been there
qualify
2 months.
for the next round of the Champions League with?
They've got Atletico or something like that.
No, who did they qualify? Who made you? What manager was it that you qualified under?
Rangnick.
Oh, was it right? No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. Who was it?
Oh, it was Carrick.
No, I think it was.
No. Rangnick done the last game though.
My character's in.
Yeah.
So there's
Carrick-
already through.
No.
Okay, so it's not really his. It's not really his Champions League.
At the end of the day,
No, but Ollie could have easily lost that. In fact, I guarantee we would have lost that because we was actually at a low point at that.
at the end of the day, I don't object to him being called the godfather of German football.
You got to
I don't object to it, but the reality situation, he could be godfather, he could be papa, he could be whatever. Like his sons, the people that come after him have eclipsed him. It's as simple
You've
as that, bro.
won 2 trophies.
Okay, but the people you're talking about has won multiple titles in multiple countries, bro.
Those are anything.
When
Come
you
on.
got a daddy, yeah?
Yeah.
Your daddy never say you're old to lose. Your daddy
Yeah.
never say you're
Want you to be better. 100%. Yeah, but that's not what he said. No, but now when he's talking Godfather, he's not saying of course that's what your parents, your godparents want you to be better than you.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's happened. His godchildren are
Listen,
better than him.
Here's the thing.
And they respect him highly. We can't deny it, but they're better than him.
We have to be honest. As a new manager, only certain managers can come in and use their previous record as clout. Most times, people come to England and like if they won something previous in the lower country or anything, we automatically turn around and say, no, you're in England, this is the Premier League now, it's totally different. So therefore, Rangnick has to be judged with that same stick.
100%.
It's the Premier League. Let's see. He's been in there 2 months.
100%.
He ain't won nothing. If he ain't won
100%.
something, he's won the German Cup or whatever, but that doesn't count because he's in the Premier League. So let's see what he does before we judge him on time.
But we don't disagree with that.
Yeah, we do.
I said no. I said the same thing about Pep.
What he's won F4.
Remember, do you not remember about Pep? The first season he was here. I said I don't care. Listen,
Exactly.
I was gonna do it here. He flopped the first season. I said until he does something, I don't care.
Exactly.
And then what's he gonna do? I have to humble myself. So if Rangnick does it, then I humble myself.
But if Rangnick doesn't do it,
wait. We're taking shots at Rangnick right now.
I'm not taking
saying
no
he
one
hasn't won anything.
I'm not taking a
previous
shot.
to-
I'm not taking a shot. I just want to
So is he
clarify.
Is it fair to say you're?
I'm not saying that. This is my
Is that-
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
So you're
that. All I'm
walking
saying is this.
I'd rather walk
All
along
I'm
as well.
saying
I
is
get it.
this.
I know.
All I'm saying is this. Yeah? He has a lot to prove. I accept the godfather of German football because his peers,
More
the
German,
Tuchels,
German,
the Klopps, will tell you this is the guy.
That we
Yeah,
took them
it
with.
don't mean they're not better. But they respect him,
Listen,
so I afford him that same respect.
Let me put it like
but he's got
this.
to prove it here, bro.
Let me spin it like this. In colleges, there's loads of business teachers who teach students who go out and create multi-million-pound businesses.
But the difference is they're told what to teach them. When you've got the Godfather, who he taught, we're talking about the person. We're talking about the person. Exactly. We're talking about the person who wrote the curriculum to go and tell those same people to go and teach.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
But
Ragnick's not really. I see where you're going with it, but I'm shutting it down now. We're not talking.
You can't shut it down.
You can't shut it down.
Ragnick is the curriculum. That's what we're saying. No, the teacher. The curriculum.
No, you don't.
All
No.
them teachers teaching college same way, yeah.
No, I get that.
They're not that
Listen,
level.
I
They've
get
never
that.
even had a
but we're
business.
now saying
They've
They've never had a successful business.
Ragnick
That's
is the
it.
curriculum.
But they can't put it out there.
I totally agree, but Ragnick is the curriculum.
No, we
He
have to wait.
is
We have to
the
wait.
teaching
We can't
what
say
they're
that yet.
teaching.
So I'm shutting that down.
Well,
We have to. You just said we have to wait.
Said it.
You have to wait.
Said it.
I have to-
Let me ask you something. How good a footballer is Alex Ferguson?
Technically wise.
How did the footballers what, Mark? Did you
How
say?
good was Wenger?
How good was Rafa Benitez?
How good was Mourinho?
How good was Klopp?
Managers,
Yeah.
they're doing bits.
Yeah, okay.
So if you kind of, for use of that term, reverse what you're saying, you have to kind of you as a godfather of football, yeah, your job is to show that your godchildren how to do things better. It doesn't mean I can do it good at job. This I have to pray to tell you. Doesn't mean I can do it, you know. Just like Alex couldn't really play football, but I can tell you how to. You understand?
And you see it all the time in sports. For example, my man, the shooter,
Curry.
Curry.
Yeah.
Like his dad ain't a pack
Right.
and he's put and his
Okay.
son in it.
Okay.
That's it.
It's not even that.
It ain't not. They're not. Yeah, he makes like Ragnick, and the reason why they have so much respect for your boy is because he laid the
What are we
foundation, bro.
talking about now?
I'm just
I thought
saying,
the narrative's changed now. So are we
We're talking
saying
about the same thing, Duke.
because Ragnick can't, I don't know, take the ball down on his chest and bang it from 30
No,
yards?
no,
No, we're not saying that.
No.
So what I'm saying?
They
We're
called
just
Mourinho
saying-
the interpreter. For a period of time, he was on course to eclipse the greatest manager ever.
What's his
As
name?
much, I don't want to say it again. I'll say it once there. I don't want to say it again.
What's his name?
I want to say it
He
again.
was on course
Sir
to
Alex.
it.
He was on course.
He was
But
on
for a moment there, and a guy that they called in Spain, they mocked and said, "You're the interpreter." Yeah, went on to become one of the most dominant managers.
Was that when he
for
was
a
with
period.
Bobby? When he was.
Yeah,
But
They called it
Mourinho done that
interpreter.
off his own back, his own style. You lots, man, and others as well alike, have come out
Who's
and
man?
said
Who's man?
Klopp, Tuchel, the Wolves guy, is it not Wolves guy, Southampton guy,
yeah.
they've all come out and said,
Pretty
This-
much anyone from Bavaria
yes, this
that's
guy
in the Premier League right now
is
said he's the guy.
one.
We get
this
it.
is where
We get it.
this is the curriculum. That's what they've come out and said.
But again.
We understand football through this guy's logic.
Again.
Whether they've gone on and done that, that's
Same
not what we're
thing. We
talking
saw
about.
Lampard beat Mourinho.
Very
We
good
saw
point.
Lampard beat Mourinho.
Very good point. That was more student and teacher. We're now saying
Same
that
type of thing.
No,
Same
we're
type of
saying
thing.
curriculum, student to teacher. That's what we're.
So how do you think Villa's going to do if he was still at Everton? How do you think he'd do against
Rafa is gone. Is
No, he said if he was still.
Oh,
How
okay.
do you think he'd do against Villa?
I have no idea. I think.
Villa are just about to, Villa could become
But the thing
problematic.
is, where this
They
is the
could
beauty of
be
the Premier
very
League. It's very easy to
Anyway.
make that call because of what's gone on. But on
I
the
place
day,
a bet
it's
with
different.
one of you now that Gerrard gets Villa into Europe this season.
I'm not taking that bet. That's a stupid
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah, they'll get.
They got the likes of Arsenal to compete.
Any
Well,
form-
hold
any form
on,
of
hold
Europe.
on. Europe now is actually
Hold
ninth
on.
place now. You
They've
get
got
to
the
Europe.
likes of who?
Arsenal to compete.
That's
with
above you.
that. Okay, at the moment, yeah. We'll see.
Listen, let me be real. Let me be real here, yeah? There's only one place up for grabs,
There's
which
two.
is the fourth place.
Three, really? No,
Yeah?
not really.
No. There's only one place up for
Liverpool are
grabs.
catchable. Liverpool are catchable. 10 points, it's catchable.
So you got to understand, Man United and Arsenal and Spurs and West Ham are all going for that place.
Liverpool are catchable. Chelsea are definitely catchable. 10 points is 10 points from Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah, you're 10
What's
points
Chelsea?
behind
9 points.
The joke is, Roberto just asked Michael a question,
Yeah.
which was, or a Mark, have you won 4 on the bounce?
We don't need to. That's the beauty of it. Because the inconsistency you see in the Prem now, you don't have to lose 2
So
games.
I just want to make sure I understand what you're saying.
Three draws is the equivalent of losing to two games because you dropped the same points to 6. So you don't have to go on this mad losing spree to get caught. You know?
No, but you do realise, based on what you're saying, is you have to bridge a gap of 10 points, and Liverpool have to be that bad. They have to go on a run
No, you don't.
so
That's the
bad
whole
that you're
point.
able
No,
to catch them.
That's my point. You don't have to go on a crazy run.
So then how are you going to catch them?
You'd literally,
Listen.
we'd have to lose 8 games and you
How?
win 4.
How does that work? You're only 10 points in front.
Yeah, so even if they lose...
Sorry,
How do you lose 8 games?
correction. You'd have to win.
And we talk about maths in the group.
And I corrected myself. That's the difference. Correction, I misspoke. We'd have to lose 4 in a row. And
No, but that's the point. You don't have to lose 4 in a row. You can lose a couple here.
we're
couple
already
there.
10 points ahead of you.
Yes,
so even
but there's more.
if we're picking
Right.
up a point
How
here
many-
and there, you're not
It's
catching
still not
us.
catching
bro.
And you have to win your games.
Okay,
You're
that's
banking
more
on
of-
Man United
not
to be
fully,
consistent.
But we are. We haven't lost. We've lost 1 game. So we, in a sense, we are building to consistency. We have to now turn
Bro,
take the
you have to.
draws into wins.
How
Yeah,
many
I
games
accept
left? You have to. Whatever the games left, you have to win.
It's about how many games
You have to win 90% of them.
We've played both
There's over
21.
18 games.
We've
You,
both
but
played 21.
you would have to win 15 of them
listen.
games probably, bro.
Exactly.
Bro,
And you're only
so you
10 in
think-
front. Are you telling me that's not catchable? They only have to lose 3
All
games.
I'm saying is-
That's 6 points already.
All I'm, hold on, let me say, hold
You're not
on.
catching it.
All
You're
I'm
not
saying
I've
is,
always said, sorry, Rich.
Alex Ferguson is retired.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
Here's my
what
theory.
I'm saying.
I've always maintained this. We might not be the second best club. We wasn't the second best club last season. It was because everyone else was poor or went on bad runs or had bad moments. This is what people you can kind of bank on because no one other than City have gone on a consistent run, slapping 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games consistently winning. So you can bank on Liverpool winning 2 or 3 games, but then dropping points 2, 3 games after. There's 54 points on 10 gap. You do the maths.
Bro,
you like that maths.
City,
How can you know
City,
Liverpool are comfortable?
correction,
How
City,
can Liverpool be
corrections. You're right about City, but Liverpool have won a significant number of games in a row this season. That we are more than capable of going on another run to the end of the season.
I don't
We
think-
won't
I believe-
drop off so much
I believe
that
10
you will be able
points-
to catch up.
10 points is achievable.
Yeah, 10 points is nothing. I agree with
You're
you.
still forgetting, with your team, you're still in the Champions League
Yeah.
and you're still in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
So that's more games to play. And
You're totally right, but then when you look at the record, the grand scheme of things, I am probably, taking it with a bit of salt where I'm predicting that we will continue this run where we've only lost 1 game. But it's still something to build on where you can say, look, even if we lose another 2, 3 games, Liverpool will drop points. Chelsea will drop points. 10 is catchable with 54 on the table.
I understand that, but you're not
But it's
catching us.
catchable though. That's my point. I've said just now, Man United could lose more games, but Liverpool is catchable. City, I think, is totally.
all right,
it's done.
so let's start with today. Are you going to beat West Ham?
Yeah, I think so.
You're going to beat West Ham,
Yeah, I think we'll beat West Ham.
Mike?
So,
Yeah.
Certified, yeah.
Okay. What's the score going to be?
I think it'll be a tight game, 3-1.
Say it with your chest,
I
bro.
think it might be 2-0.
Do I get free trim if I get this?
If you what?
Do I get a free trim if I get this one?
3-0. Did you say?
No, do I get a free trim?
Yeah.
if I
What was
get
the
this
score?
one?
3.
No, 3-1.
Okay.
3-1, 2-1. But
No.
Let me explain. I believe it will be a 2-1
You're trying to
game.
come with some
I just
spin
say,
here.
okay, I believe
Just
it'll be a
give-
2-1 game.
No, just
but
give-
I have a feeling right in the last minute we might nick
don't
something.
do that because you're confusing it, and then
Okay.
you're gonna say no. I said 2-1.
All right, 3-1 then. I'm going to say 2-1.
That's what you're going with.
You said 3.
No. I was trying to explain why.
We just want his final answer.
Why did you say 3?
Because I feel it'll be a 2-1 game, so the game will be 2-1 for majority of it, and then maybe the last minute someone comes in and nicks a goal. But it's really a 2-1
So you're saying
game.
2-1 now,
But
yeah?
I'll say 2-1 because I'm trying to get a haircut.
Yo, if we win, Mark's paying for the trip.
I just don't know where this.
is coming in.
I respect the determination, but he's really trying to hustle his way into a trim. I respect the
I
determination.
just can't understand how a Liverpool man has paid
because it was a moment.
2
It was a moment. You don't get it.
and I've done the exact same thing, if not better. My record is actually
it
better.
wasn't. It wasn't, right.
And yeah, I can't get nothing because I'm a man, man's going to say.
Yeah. Made me feel uncomfortable, bro. Grabbed me, looked me dead in the eye, and said, "Nah,
You don't
bro."
get the numbers right.
No,
I can't.
he just said no.
It was a moment.
Tottenham, he said 3-1.
Oh, okay.
He made me believe, bro. He looked me. No, bro.
No.
Telling you.
So,
2-0, bro.
is that with
West
Chelsea?
Ham got man
You
up.
don't sound
Yeah, he said
confident
that's
about
with Chelsea.
It's not the same.
Remember, the West Ham
He said
games at
2-0.
United, you know.
Oh,
Just putting that out
what does
there.
that mean?
I'm just putting that out there.
What does
Home
that
advantage.
mean? What does that
Home
mean?
advantage.
Not anymore.
We will start off quicker.
Not anymore.
Gary Neville. Is that who you're going off? Gary Neville.
I'm talking about your stadium.
Oh no, didn't you just say you know what Gary Neville said or
I
something?
said, what's going to happen next?
Oh, okay.
Talk about rebuilding and all that. That's been another albatross around his neck. We've got
We've got the money. Listen, we pump over what is it? What's the numbers, Rob? I know you know. Is it 1.5 billion?
It's a lot. It's a lot of dough.
We could just
It's a
sign
lot of
off
dough.
a stadium, a new stadium now, and it's nothing. We can just sign off. We're not Arsenal where we're going to tell you for the next 15 years ticket prices need to go up and stay up, and you know it's paying for our stadium. Then another 10 years after that, well the stadium's built. You know we're I don't even know what's the new excuse. We need beers from the bottom. So that's another 20 odd million. So we'll wait for that. We're not that. We can sign off and it's done.
Do you know what I like?
It's done. It's done.
you know what I like?
It's done.
All that aside, you know what I like? When you can say, when he said it's at Old Trafford and you say, what does that mean?
What does that
Eight
mean?
times changed. Isn't that beautiful
It has.
that you can say,
As
what
I
does
said,
that mean?
Ferguson
With
has retired.
chest.
Do you know what it was? It was Steven Gerrard kissing the camera. From that moment, ain't been the
Yeah, it
same.
was
In the grave. Remember in the grave, he kissed the camera. After the outside village was in, turn up in like a bowl. Remember when he was up in a bowl on the floor?
Don't really remember it still enough.
I do.
But you're an elite fan.
I'm a very elite. Thank
He's
you
done
very
that
much.
2 or 3
glad for
times
the
at Old
recognition.
Trafford, no, innit?
Thank you for the
But you
recognition.
must have been at that game.
I wasn't at that game,
Oh,
unfortunately. Yeah, I'm very glad I wasn't as well.
I'm actually happy that he wasn't. I wouldn't want that for him.
Well, you know,
It was another bad day.
it's a bad moment, but you know, it happens.
That or watch your team.
It happens. It happens. I mean, Liverpool have lived 30 years. 30.
Right.
Do you know?
You're right.
Do you know there's 3 generations in that?
You're
If
right.
on a 10-year
You're right.
basis,
You're right.
32 next month, by the
That
way.
have not
You're
exactly.
right.
Sorry. Can I have everyone's birthdays? Can everyone just message me their birthdays? You just thank you for that.
No worries.
You're right. And the lesson you should learn with this perceived arrogance, yeah, is that before the 30 years, there was a 26-year period. Do you remember the 26? And do you remember what club that was?
Well,
do you remember?
you got
Massive
to remember,
club as
you're
well.
now asking me
Massive club.
You're
Massive,
asking
massive.
me to add the 30.
He's asking
Elite
for the
club,
elite
massive.
fan.
No, that's
Are
not
you
what I'm
asking
saying.
me
No, I'm trying.
56
no,
years
you're
he's
not,
asking me
you're not
to-
hearing me. What? See,
Do you know what I remember
You see-
the Munich? If I'm
you
going to
see-
go back that
you see-
far,
no,
I'm
but
going to go
you
back to
see- you
Munich.
see what's happened
Man
there?
United were dominant.
You see what's happened
Man
there?
United were dominant.
You see what's happened there? You see what's happened there?
TVs.
No, but you see what's happened there, Wes? You're not listening. I'm just
Yeah, it
saying the 30 and the 26 should be cautionary tales. That's all I'm saying. Again, you've taken that as a slight on Man United, but I'm just saying, do not
You're just stating facts.
do not be cocky, because I'm sure you never thought it'd be 26 years.
happen.
I think the circumstances
happen.
behind that 26 years were disgusting.
Exactly.
And as a Liverpool fan,
Exactly.
it was a tragic event, innit?
Thank
I'm
you.
just saying,
Okay.
it is
So
a
that
cautionary
26
tale.
years, can we...
It's a cautionary tale, bro.
Thank you, okay.
You
So
blink,
just for those who
you
don't
blink,
know, we
you
had
blink.
to start again as a club.
And at
due to the
100%.
Munich
And certain man that were in the crash, I believe actually played it. It's all.
Yeah, then-
but what I'm saying is a cautionary tale, and I'm not talking about the Munich. I'm talking about the 26-year period that followed afterwards. Yeah, right. You have to be careful. No disrespect to Arsenal. You blink, and how many years is it now? What, 15 or something? Yeah, we were 30. Bro, you have to, don't be too
cocky.
sure, bro.
Don't be cocky.
Don't be too
Our
sure.
26 was down to...
No, I hear that. I hear that.
Okay, so how would you feel?
And at the time, sorry, I had to cut you. At those times, we was, not at the times, but when you look at you lot's run of things, I'll take Liverpool out of it to a certain degree.
No, we
you
were
weren't
trash.
picking up.
We were
You weren't
trash.
picking up trophies at the same time. You would pick up
Yeah.
Champions
We
League
do
here
mix
and
it,
there,
yeah.
but it was very few and far stretched out.
Yeah.
Whereas United, we won't go through that period. In that 10 years we haven't won, we still picked up a couple of trophies. So when you look at it in that aspect of it, you can almost say we've been rebuilding, but still successful at the same time.
So what does that
'Cause
mean
we're
for
picking
us
up-
then?
Well,
It's the exact same thing.
Same thing.
No, but your stretch of time has been a lot longer where you haven't been, how many trophies have you picked up? in that 3, isn't it? FA Cup.
They've done bits, bro. This
No,
is all I'm
it's 3
saying,
FA Cups, that's all
Jude.
they've
All I'm
done.
saying is, Jude,
All you've done
Since
since
you last won the league.
2004, yeah, is the 3 FA Cups, isn't it? What else have you done?
It's 4. Or it
What's
might
the
even
4?
be 5.
What is it?
Yeah, they've done bits, bro.
done
Look,
bits.
like, all I'm saying is this: you blink, we're now almost 10 years in.
Almost.
You blink
not
again.
Quite 10, not quite 10.
I said almost.
Good,
We
good.
blink.
But in
you,
that
could
10,
be
we have-
you could be 15,
But
bro.
even in that
That's
10,
what I'm
we have
saying.
picked up trophies.
No, but so with that's the point. That's
Yeah,
that's
but they've done 15 and we're not quite sure the numbers. When you do
Bro,
the ratio-
I swear they won 3 FA Cups out of 5.
Yeah, but
they
that's
done all right,
the only
bro.
thing. 3 FA Cups in a stretch of 15
I'm just
years.
saying, we're a cautionary tale. I understand the circumstances behind it is slightly different, but you're kind of a cautionary tale. Arsenal are becoming a cautionary tale, and you could become one again, bro. That's all, bro.
Easily.
That's it.
You've got more of a leg to stand on if you say if you can become. But the money's too much now in football. It won't
Wow.
happen. It won't
But
happen.
what?
Because we'll just
Why?
react
Why?
because we'll react in buying
No,
buying
because
money.
Liverpool.
Yeah, but you've been.
Liverpool's got money.
That was their massive
Chelsea's
problem.
got
Why
money.
they sat in that 30 years deficit is because they never spent at the right time. They kept it all. You being an advocate for that, you kept it all.
Yeah,
But
but
the
what
problem
you're
is-
saying,
But with us,
Hold on, what's the season where Gerrard slipped? What year was that?
14, wasn't it? 13,
Yeah,
14.
They should have won the league that season.
yeah, but we're talking about that was how many years since they last won it, and even then
So that,
they
what would have that been? That would have been what?
20 or 25 or something.
24.
24 years. It would have been 24.
Yeah,
And that 24 years is due to the fact Liverpool did not spend, allowed Man United to come in, dominate, and spend, keeping that deficit of the gap between us and them.
And not have a plan. But the
No,
difference
yeah,
is you
so-
had a plan and
But
spent
right
when you
now-
needed to
right
spend.
now-
Right now, you're just spending. This is what we
But
said.
that's what will keep us picking up something over
bruh.
time. It will. No, matter- the facts are there.
The game
10
has
years-
changed, bro.
The 10
Game
years
has
we have
changed,
won the
bro.
league, but we have still picked up because it's our spending power. That's the reality of it. Our
game has
squad,
changed, mate.
when you look at it on paper, when we've got to the final, we should have really have 2 flipping Europa
Europas.
Cup. But obviously Ollie melted. But when you look at it spending wise, we blow Sevilla out of the water.
So when was the last time you won a trophy? Was it 17?
17?
So you're already on 5 years. You can't be
Yeah, it's
complacent,
fine,
bro.
But you have to remember, if we have technically, I'm not trying to add a trophy, but if we look at the trophy, Ollie, 100%, if the title was given to you, it would have been that Europa.
Yeah.
If we add that to the roster,
What would that have been,
in
19?
10 years, yeah, that would have been 19.
Yeah.
No, well, what is it? Yeah, 19, sorry. In 10 years, we would have picked up 4 trophies. Not even in 10, because we're not at 10, remember, we're coming up. Then the playing field becomes slightly different now. So therefore you can start to say we haven't fell off, we just haven't been challenging for the
Yeah, now if you win Europa, in effect, whether we like it or not, you reset the clock.
Exactly.
innit? You
So
do.
when you look at it
you
in
won
that
Europa,
point of
but
view now-
at the moment, the last one was the last Europa, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Europa before.
last-
Yeah. So that's 5 years. So all I'm saying is, you blink, it could
5
be
years
another
is gone.
5 years,
Yeah,
bro.
But then in that
Trust
5
me,
years
bro.
we picked up. And if Ollie had just had a half a piece of brain on the final, it would have been an extra. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, that's football for you, innit? You win some, you lose some. But
Everyone
that game
loses
was
finals,
everyone
yeah.
loses
It
finals.
hurts, but
I believe if you had any given right in football, my God, our team was far superior on paper, but tactically was off. They absolutely bullied us from start to finish on that in that particular match, and I feel it was a decision made by the manager then why that outcome happened.
Fair enough.
So
I'm
really
just
quick-
sorry, guys. I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't disagree with you per se. It's just you have to be careful. Innit? You blink. I never thought as a you that I'd be 30 years in.
Yeah.
But
I
you
never
don't
thought
want
that.
picking up. That's what I'm really saying. If you're picking up at the
No, we
same
were
time-
picking up, but it got
Yeah.
to the point we
Yeah,
were
but you
like,
picking up,
oh yeah, you're a.
Remember, you picked up what your first. I think you picked up a Carling Cup in the '90s at some point, and then it's not until you won the 06?
2001 treble.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
So we're doing bits like
but
this,
it's still like big gaps between these
5
times.
cups.
and the problem
No,
is,
you're right. The 2001 tournament, and then what after that was the Champions League. What 2006?
No, 2003 we won the League Cup against you lot.
Okay, and then what after? So every 3 years.
Champions
no, but
League,
all I'm,
Champions League after
all
that.
I'm
So
saying
you're
is
really doing the
this.
same thing now. It's
Yeah,
like
no, but
every
that's
year
what. No, but all I'm saying is this: because the club of your caliber is, as much as I hate to admit it, if you're not winning the title,
You're right. You're right, but
It's become problematic because you're right. Liverpool were picking up trophies. Arsenal have been picking up trophies, and you're still getting onto Arsenal.
And getting to finals. And getting to finals. Let's not forget.
So just don't be too complacent.
It's not a trophy to
Not
get
getting to
It's
finals
not a
and
trophy
losing.
to get to the finals, but there has to be some consistency.
But that's actually bad to actually clutch at a final trophy.
I just said you don't get a trophy.
You do. You get a loser's medal.
But
You get a loser's medal.
you're
So
happy getting to the final and losing though. That's what you're basically saying.
No, I'm not.
Because you're saying it's consistency. I don't want to be consistent getting to the final and losing. That's not the reason I'll be proud.
to be fair, you lot would have had a lot more trophies as well. Klopp came and he was just he was just there to be the best.
I think up until last season.
You got to the Europa last season, you lot couldn't get past the semi.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm not.
But at the end of the day,
They're really good at semis.
Who's?
Where's Arsenal coming to that equation when I chat about Man United?
at the end of the day, all we're saying is, don't be too complacent. You blink
In a blink of an eye, bro.
mate. We've all been there,
Well,
mate.
our eye is big. I like those glasses, but
How old do it?
which one? My
Big,
oldest,
I say.
18.
18 and a half. Well, I have a little one I see on the inside.
She's 9.
So she could be
Before you know-
21
Before you know,
and you haven't won.
That's school. You know what I mean?
Remember what I said last week? I can't remember which pundit. I can't remember which pundit said it, and I cried when he said it. He said, "I've just realised there's a generation of United fans that don't know United as successful."
But then that's the same with Arsenal.
Nope.
There's probably 2 generations.
No, my son is 10 and he's been to 3 parades.
Right, so listen. So my daughter, as I put her on the age, it was 24 whatever. She done a degree in her master's, right? And I remember watching.
Congratulations, by the way.
Final.
Congratulations, by the way.
The 4-3, whatever, the 5-3. And I remember, and I was in a hotel belonging to the Queen at the time when Champions League. 205.
I was about to say that was 2005. I remember.
I was in one of the Majesty hotels at the time.
Yeah. I lost the deposit of our yard because I just wrecked the yard.
I had a little thing in there, and I rang him. I said, your nephew's mashing up this house because we just go to that's why the X, Y, Z. But I remember how little my daughter was.
Yeah.
I mean,
To think now that
and now she's a big grown ass woman.
Be careful, Duke. This is a cautionary tale. We don't even want no trouble.
Not as we're picking up.
I remember to explain to her when they went out for Tuesdays, like,
Dad, what's going on?
yeah. What I'm about to say to her, that's what support's about. See, this
You got, when it's not going right.
This
It's all about when you're winning stuff, mate. This could be you soon, Duke, bro.
Right now it isn't. So I can bask in that glory that is.
Go on.
Before when we won the
Hold on.
when we won the Premier League two years ago, the last time we won it was 1990, and that's when I was born.
I remember
And
featuring.
my dad has always gone to me, it's your fucking fault why we ain't won the title.
I agree
You
with
were
you.
born.
Get your dad in the show next week. I agree with you. Your fault for that period. Do you know?
So, are you saying, just so I'm clear, it's your fault why we ushered in a period 30
That's
years
what my dad said.
Oh, damn.
That's what my dad
You were
said.
born in the 1990s. You missed
If
a
your
lot of
clock
good
fixed
music.
that, are we allowed to laugh anymore? That's my
My dad's always said that.
Your fault.
It's your
My fault.
It's Dad's fault.
The whole time.
Michael Thomas as well. I met him.
Yeah.
I worded him as well.
I know. Michael, that's what my dad.
When I met him, I was at Liverpool in some restaurant. He comes in to see me. I was with, Lloyd, where are you? I was a Liverpool fan. He's man.
Do you know what you did?
3 years later, didn't he?
That's right. He's actually worked at Liverpool.
How does he?
1990. Is it 1990 or 1989 you lot won it?
No, we
89 was when
we lost and then we won the league next year and then we peak up.
Mine.
And we talk about all the other Premier League games.
No. Well, what other game did you want? Because we only got like 2 minutes left.
Oh, we only got 2 minutes left now.
What game did you talk about?
Talk about any other games.
What game did you want to talk
So we actually talk about Jota?
We didn't.
No, can we actually?
No.
And on that note, are we?
Listen, no,
because some people like to go on the topic of Arsenal.
because I'm
Do me a
sorry,
favour. Can you get a picture?
because I think like we have to. Skeng Man of the week. You need to make the announcement, bro.
Oh, we know who's Skeng Man of the week.
I
And
need
we
you to
know
say it,
who.
bro. I need
And
you
we know
to say
who
it.
Butcher of the week is as
We
well.
need you to say it. Who? Just talk to us.
Butcher of the week is obviously Partey.
Oh wow, I'm gonna say
I actually had him down as Scare Man
and
of the week.
Scare Man of the week is Jota.
Come on, Jota is a menace.
He's on fire over there.
Second goal, mate.
He's
I mean,
just elite.
sometimes, he only played Arsenal, man.
Oh, come on, man.
We really do that.
So what game do you want to talk about before we finish?
I want to talk about like the two legs of the Carling Cup.
Go for it. Go on then. Go for it. Well done, Carlos.
I thought you opened because you're an Arsenal fan.
Do your thing, bro.
No, it's not me. I want you to open up the conversation. It's easy for you because this is your show. It's my show.
So over 2 legs, the Arsenal, how do we feel?
Do it half-heartedly, Wes. Okay, so Michael's talking
Now,
about...
I think this conversation before we wrap up can go one of 2 ways. We could have a nice civil conversation.
Nah, I'm not here for
Or
civilness.
we could have our newly friends
I'm not here for
Liverpool
civilness.
fans just go on
I'm
a
not here for
rampage. You
civilness.
know that new
I'm
young
not on a
energy.
rampage.
They're young to the Liverpool team,
I can't
and they're just
stand
gonna go on a
by the
madness.
way. I don't want
You know what I mean?
any new
Listen,
potential new
like
people
I said
seeing this,
before,
telling me
the
about
transfer window is opened, and clearly you and Michael has transferred over to Liverpool.
That's all.
How
bro.
does that work?
That's
I want you guys to put on the glasses and have the intellect and tell me how does that work?
Can I try?
Roberto's going to tell you.
Can I try?
Switching over to Liverpool.
Because you seem to be obsessed. See, you know, loads of stats. You know what about me? Okay.
Obsession.
Do you know what it is?
I want to hear what Marco says.
Like, in the closet, it looked like you lot.
Yeah, kind of looking at
Carrying little feelings.
Kind of looking at
You know?
stuff. You was a bit too high, because you know what it was. You know.
Yes, negative. I cannot stand Liverpool.
Okay, you say that
But
now. You say that now.
I'm jumping on Arsenal.
You say that now.
Because that was their only
But you shouldn't, though.
saving
You shouldn't.
grace at that
You
The
point.
reason why you're
So I'm
jumping
backing
on
them
Arsenal...
in their
You
face.
should.
Their own
Can I
jump
that
on?
makes me no way, shape, or
Can I-
form.
can I
I want to
put my
go on
2 pence
camera and say I hope Liverpool
We don't believe
FC
you.
get wrapped up. I
Now
hope
that you come back to your
Hungary
senses, you might
comes
think
in
that.
and gets wrapped
Can I
up the
just
whole
say-
thing. They lick down Anfield and give the people
rude.
what they
Bit
need in
much,
that
innit?
area.
Bit
Council
much.
flats.
Bit much.
Use
Bit
council
much.
flats to give back
Bit
to the
much.
area
It's a bit much.
and then let them go support Everton because they're a real
It's a
club.
historical
That's what I
site.
feel.
Anyway.
Remember also they used to say, Gary used to say, Arsenal more likely to win a trophy than United,
Yeah.
right? There's no trophy.
There's no trophy.
Well, that's
Let's
kind of
be
true, though.
real.
That
Let's
has been
be
the
real.
case.
Wait. Let's be real about the situation. You lot are so threatened by us and have nothing for us, United fans, that you have to stoop to silly levels by saying,
back to the truth, man. Back to the truth.
Let's bring them into our camp.
No, because that's how I feel, bro. That's how I feel. Let me tell you why I feel like that. Let me tell you why I feel like that.
You know I can't
Go on,
stand
Roberto.
you.
The reason why I feel like that is because we had a conversation.
I'm telling you now, I hate you.
See how man protest? Someone protests too much.
Spin
bro.
that. Let me
Let me spin it. Let me try and spin it.
I hate
Let me try and
you.
spin it. Let me try and spin it then.
Go on, try.
Look, at the end of the day, last week we had a conversation. Like we had the conversation. We said, look, at the end of the day, good result for Arsenal, but we understand the dynamics of having 10. No, is it, bro? They had backs against the wall. They were solid. They never lost at Anfield.
And I
Cool.
called you shit.
Allow me to finish.
I called you absolute world class.
Allow me to finish.
No,
allow me to
you're
finish.
not being- it's
Then
not-
I'm just
okay,
going to
sorry,
continue
you're
to
right,
speak.
you're right, sure,
Yeah,
you're right.
I did say we will go to Emirates and we would win.
Yeah.
So when we did just that, Diogo Jota, by the way, is absolutely on a madness. Yeah,
I mean, this Arsenal.
absolute madness. The best Portuguese player in the Premier League, by the way. Just saying. Yeah. Move
think
on.
numbers don't lie.
Yeah, numbers don't lie.
Well,
We
he's
went
only a
Em-
couple
hold
in front
on,
of
hold on. We went
Ronaldo's
Emirates.
on 8 and he's
lie.
on 10.
We went.
Am I right on that?
I don't
Ronaldo's on
know.
8 and
He
he's
don't
on
matter,
10.
but I don't know he's the best.
How many times you started?
Who draw?
Yes.
That's not my
But
business. That's
I
a
don't
draw.
know. He's
That's
right
a
now.
draw problem.
He's the best Portuguese operator in the Premier League right now of this day. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. But right now, he's the best. Then Thursday night happened and we won. No one can really be surprised by that.
I was.
Yeah,
I was absolutely shocked.
I'm confused by that. Then,
Do you know why? Because the
And
team
then,
you had
and then
out.
I made a comment. I said, "Well, I did say we was going to
The
win."
backup
I don't even
options-
think Mark said anything.
He never does.
He never said
Can
anything
you
because
say
he.
uncle? Can you have
My
some
uncle
respect?
for
Thank
you,
very
my
much.
uncle
That's what I
Mark.
want.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
didn't say anything. Yeah, right. He didn't say nothing. You and Michael then proceeded to rant, and I left you to rant. But then I slept and I woke up the next morning and you man
ranting.
are still riding
Well, that's
for my
what we do.
team.
No, we're
And
not
that's why
riding.
I said,
We're
you
not
man are
riding.
fans.
Still
You're
riding.
not
This is the problem.
Liverpool
This is the
fans.
problem.
You
Still
are transferred.
When
You have
Liverpool-
transferred
no,
in the January
when
transfer window to
when
Liverpool, bro.
drew out
It's a
Arsenal
bit much, bro.
And they were 10 man down,
Yeah?
I slaughtered Liverpool for that.
Well, you tried.
No, I did. I slaughtered.
You tried and I can't remember what happened, but you lost your focus. You
fast
tried.
forward to 2 weeks later or a week later, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Arsenal lost. I slaughtered Arsenal for it.
No,
How does that make it make sense? How that makes me a Liverpool fan?
Because you shouldn't care. Period.
I don't. I was caring.
You shouldn't care about
22, bro.
You shouldn't care
It's
about a little
22,
trophy that you guys are
No,
winning.
bro.
Care
You
about
shouldn't
our
be celebrating.
You not care
Their
about our
mortal
results.
enemies beating
You not care about
another
our
team,
results
bro.
because when we win,
No, we
lose or
don't.
draw, you have something to say.
When you win, we
lose
got
or
nothing to
draw,
say.
You're right. Exactly that.
When you
when
win,
we
we've got
lose or
nothing
draw,
to say.
you all have.
That's what I'm saying, bro. When you become relevant,
Arsenal are 6.
Duke, let me be clear. When Man United become relevant, you will hear my mouth on Man United a lot more. It don't matter.
Man United
Like, it
are
really
not
don't
relevant.
matter, bro. That's the position you're in right now. You're not relevant to
a lot
us,
of stuff up, my man. You've come in here and you've heard.
bro. You're not relevant,
I'm
bro.
glad.
You
You're
are
not relevant.
You are riding for my team, trying to bun their skin,
I was
and I
absolutely
loved it, bro.
destroying you. Like, I destroy salad week in, week out.
And I said it,
We
and
don't
I
even
said it, and
call
I'll say it to
salad
you
no more. We call
because
it salad
honest,
bowl.
bro.
I have the salad bowl on my favourite. It's emoji. Salad bowl. It's my.
The most prolific footballer in the league, top goal scorer.
But he can't play football. But he can't play
That
football.
means you like him.
Yeah, you like
it.
You a fan. You a fan.
Where
You a fan.
She's bagging it.
Yeah, you're a fan. You're a fan.
Swear to God. I swear to God.
And that's why we say you're a fan. Because the right situation is this.
I'm going to put this down to interpretation. I'm going to put this down to interpretation because you lot are clearly not getting it. I cannot stand Liverpool.
You keep
and
on
Mo
saying
Salah.
that, bro.
I cannot stand him. He absolutely makes me sick. He makes my skin. He feels a bit. He feels a bit paedophile-ish.
When he gets that ball to the right.
Because I know what he's going to do. He's going to cut in on his left.
Be honest.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
He gets butterflies, bro.
I want everyone to see it's dead.
You're lucky.
It's dead. Is this what you lot want? Is this what you lot
Nah,
want?
because, bro, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Do you know what I feel like? My uncle's hit the nail on the head. Do you know what I feel like? You lot moving like. You met a sweet thing that you liked and she give you air and he just bitter about it.
Is that the same way you feel about
Yeah,
Ronaldo
bitter.
when he made you fall back in
No,
love with football?
no, because I told you he's one of the greats.
Put that
It's how you
gaffer.
feel about when you won the
Is this
league.
is this when you?
It's how you feel about when you won the league.
No.
Remember that analogy?
The sweet girl freed it up.
Everyone chopping the
Yeah, and it was my goal. And it was my goal.
Who's
Hell
your favourite
yeah.
player? Who's your favourite player?
Oh,
Please
okay.
include
Okay.
CR7 in that. Who's your greatest
I'm
manager
not
ever
gonna-
of all time? Is that
No, I never
the same
said.
feeling?
No, are
Is
you
that
asking
the
me?
same feeling?
Are you asking me who my favourite manager is, or you asking me who the greatest manager
Who's the
is?
greatest manager of all time?
I'm not gonna say his name. You know.
Just saying. Just saying.
You know. Look, I'm just saying, innit?
I'm just saying.
We see what it is. You lot are fans, but it's too late, bro. You transferred in the January transfer window, as Wes said, and as I said, and I can admit this because I'm trying to be honest, bro. At the end of the day, before you don't even come in, I said to Wes, you know what? When they were ranting on the Thursday, I just be quiet. You know, the pagan in me said, be quiet.
They think
Let me finish.
Let me finish.
No,
Let me finish.
no,
The
You're
pagan
gonna
in
get a
me.
red card on that Partey, which is gonna bang you
disgusting
on the next one.
You don't know what I'm
Tell
gonna
me I
say.
support Liverpool.
That's bad because even if they
The
lost
pagan in
any other
me-
team, if Arsenal lost any other team, would have still got a
Okay, that's a cool
Exactly.
story. That's a cool story. Let me finish what I'm saying. I'm admitting to you I'm a bit of a pagan. Let me finish.
I support
And let me finish. I'm admitting I'm a bit of a pagan, bro. Let me finish.
Absolutely.
Let me
Finish the
finish.
story.
Let me finish.
I
So
wouldn't-
on Thursday night,
wouldn't-
you know what, going a bit, you guys taking it a bit too far. Just quiet. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Not saying I said what I said. I'm keeping it moving. You see, when I woke up the next morning, you know was still going on. Instant pagan
If
mode.
you remember,
I was like, no, you
if
lot are fans
remember,
because
listen,
I was
the
being
next
a pagan,
morning,
bro.
Gazza tried to interject and
I
put
don't
these
know,
two
bro.
threads to her
But
thing.
can you let him
So
draw
we
you
jumped
out?
in.
You let him draw you out, then,
I
innit?
like drawing.
And now I'm saying
I
you
like
lot are
a good
fans,
drawing.
bro.
So I jumped on him.
And you've been warned. You've been warned.
No,
That's what Gary does,
take no
bro.
warn from you.
That's why, bro.
I will get on to
Bro, you
don't lose this weekend.
think Gary's up on the Hall of Fame because he's a nice guy?
It's a very
Bro,
nice-
he's a master of what he does, bro. I'm been
You
telling
don't
you
lose
lot
this
this, bro.
weekend. I'm going to step on you like
Yeah,
never before.
that's a cool story. But
cannot
I've
stand
warned you about Gary,
But then
bro.
at the same time, it's the same.
Gary is elite
Arsenal
of the elite of the
I'm
elite.
going to step on.
What he does is
But what I will not take, and you can
is
tell
amazing,
this,
bro.
and you can put this on camera, is another dirty scouser telling me I support.
Yeah, facts.
Scouser.
All right, guys. Well,
I can't- I'm not
thank you
accepting
for
that.
coming today. We'll be back next week. Carlos, man, what's going on? We need to see you, man.
Well,
We
you
need
know,
Carlos back, man.
I did text him.
Sorry?
Gary.
We ain't seeing Gary
Never seen-
until Gary's ready. man.
That's
ready
right.
to pop up.
Until Arsenal do something.
Joe's
I don't know what's going on with Joe, you know, but Joe, come on, man, where are you as well? Man?
Joe doesn't want that.
Thank you everyone for coming today. Another good episode. We'll be back next week. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out of here. Shalom.